Howdy do. I was bored, and I've been bored a long time. And I was going to go live, and Lance beat me to it, so I've been waiting all this time. And Tanya Hall is supposed to come up here. Her movie must not be over yet. So I'm just hanging out because I ain't got no boat to fish on because my boat's tore up. So guess where I'm at? The house. Such joy. I'd so much rather be out fishing. But at the house there's work to do. Like there's always something needing cleaned or something. So I'd rather be gone fishing. Whatever needs done today needs done again tomorrow. So James is supposed to fix the boat. Yeah, but he's going on a trip and he'll be gone a week. So and the parts won't be in till Friday. So I'm just kind of nah stuck. Hey Skull Rush, Sunfish Assassin, how you doing? Chris Everett, Weed Hopper, Missy Kennedy, Steve Ransom, Chris Everett, Ricky Ledford. I may say the same names over. Avid Fisherman, Mike Sampy, Fish in the Mid South. Hey, you, it's me. Out on the town, but yeah. Hi. Oh, he's out and about. It is Saturday night, isn't it? Art and Adventure with Tasha. How you doing? Avid Fisherman. Melissa, second, because Chris Everett always beats me. Chris Everett was first, yep. So, I really don't know what's wrong with the boat. It come out looking like sand, the wall, the oil. But kind of like the color of my wall back there. It's what the oil looked like when it was drained out. And James thinks it's a bad water pump and blown seals or gaskets, one of the two. I know drive and reverse. That's basically all I know on my boat. Well, I've changed the gas line. Simple things. Dustin and Jeff Bill and Ed Evans helped me do that one night. Skull Rush, I've had to call him before, and him help me on the boat. I'd be out and something tear up, and him walk me through it. I get lots of people that help me out when I'm out in the water and something happens. You're never really alone. There's always someone you can call on. Big Slim 91, how you doing? I guess we can change your name for a week. Bank fishing with Jody. I think I'm going to be bank fishing Thursday. Yeah. If I had bait, I'd go and do it tomorrow, stand day, but I left my heater all the way on my boat and I don't want to go get it. It's too far of a drive. And I don't have another burner. Wait, I do have a buddy heater. I just don't know if that put off enough heat. And I have a tent and a car I could sit in. Booyah. So there we go. I may bake fish in the morning if I get up in time. I can stop and get some chicken, or I got some frozen skipjack. I wonder if I got any frozen crappie in there. Maybe. There's Tanya. She'll be up there soon. Catfish Express. I think your motor is blown. It run perfect. It never made a noise or anything. It's been running the best it's ever done its whole life of me having it. That's what I understand about it. There's nothing different about it except it's got some foamy stuff coming out of the motor. uh, really. Let's see. Buy a Honda. I'm broke as a joke. I can't buy a boat. If I buy a motor, I might as well buy a new pontoon. Won't be too much longer till I need one. As rough as I've been putting that one through it. 351 Cleveland. Meow, which would mean I go purr. Let's see if I can do it. Purr. There we go. Big Slim fishing. Big Skip fishing. Evening, everyone. Missy said, "Better here would work. Fish Guy Ranch, how you doing? You're watching Harry Potter at the movies one by one. Merlin's beard. It's Harry Potter. I watched. That's the only books I've read since I've been grown. Probably. Well, I read a romance novel one time, and then I got mad at my husband. And I never read another one because those things ain't real. That ain't real life. Chris Everett. They always run the best right before they blow up. You reckon? Hey, Muddy River Catfishing. How you doing? Joe Ziegler. Howdy. Carolina Beach Fishing. How you doing? They say hi, everyone. I hadn't seen Big Skip in a long time. RoboCop. All these gangsters in here. Like this. I don't know nothing about. I'm in the mountains of Tennessee. I don't know nothing about no gangsters. Um, nah. I'm what you call a hillbilly. I ain't redneck or none of that. Appalachian American. How about that? That's a good name for it. Hillbilly. Melissa. Peekaboo. I see you, Joe Dissy. Oh. Sherry is watching George and Tammy. What's that? George, George and Tammy. George Jones and Tammy Wynette. You was in your live the other night, Jody. I think I heard your name, but a lot of times I can't see the words. I have to go back and rewatch it and see what everybody wrote. Like that Steve runs home. You never know what he's gonna write. Let's see. A buddy of mine sent me a picture of a boat at Bass Pro Kodak. Mmm. I do love Bass Pro over there. Actually, I got mail. Bass Pro. It's one of my favorite stores to go. I love that store. It's kind of high, but where else can you go and touch everything, you know? Hey, Shirley T, how you doing? It's serious about George Jones and Tammy, yep. Avid, you catching and fishing. Avid fishing? Wow. Binge watching the first season. Hey, big man, what's going on? Watching racing and chilling. Figures you'd be watching racing. Fisherman said, how you doing? Let's see. I just finished watching the new movie Black Adam. I don't even know what that is. I don't even have TV. I only watch YouTube, and I'm kind of disconnected from the world. I'm taking a break. No stress, no drama. I don't worry about anything. I don't watch movies until I go to sleep. LOL. Superman starts tonight. Wow. Or Supercross. That's what he said. It's untelling what I read, and it's not really there because I won't get glasses. I just don't like keeping up with them and wearing them. Bagman, me too. Anna. AMA. Miss Tanya's still running late. How much you want to bet she'll come up? I bet she don't. She's going to leave me high and dry. Post. There's a link if anybody wants to come up and hang. If not, you just have to listen to me jabberjaw a while. Shirley T got a new fishing pole? I didn't know that. I missed it. Did she win it? I come up when I'm in your baby suit. uh, the Boar's Nest. The Vegemite Challenge. Do we have to do it? I'm going to get sick. I can't eat nothing sour like that. Vegemite, I don't know if I can cut it. If I get sick, I don't have to do any more though, right? I don't know how you talked me into it, Melissa. Is that daggum Jeremy done it? You feel sorry for those that eat that junk? What does it do to you, first off, when you eat it? Getting it down is the hard part, but what happens after you get it down? It ain't like no X-Lax or something, is it? Eat a light coating on toast. No, they make you put it on a spoon and eat it by the spoonful. Veggie Mite is a what overload? It's just really salty. Feels like you swallowed Vaseline, but nah, it's not like X-Lax. Okay. There we go. There's the queen.
Hey,
How you doing?
I'm all right. How are you? Sorry, I don't have a tripod, so I have to hold. Dominic stingy.
Yeah. Vegemite
Oops,
makes steak like a paste.
do
Hmm.
what?
We're talking about that Vegemite challenge on hog legs.
Oh my God, that I know people that eat that.
It's
That stuff they say is super salty.
is it just like a jam or is it medicine?
It it's like a black paste type deal. They eat it in Australia. They put it on bread and they eat it a lot of times in the morning time because when I worked at a hotel, I was a cook there,
Mm-hmm.
and we have something that's called Quilter Week here, where we have quilters come from all over, and we
Yeah.
had some ladies from Australia, and they would sing a song every morning, put that on their toast, and eat it. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
They said it's a acquired taste, salty. I never tried it though. So,
Marmite. You'll love it or hate it. Is that marmalade what he's trying to say?
probably. Well, they said Marmite. I think is what it's pretty well called. I don't know. It just
Yeah.
it didn't look very good.
I got a pack of it in. Well, it might be in the car. I might not unloaded my. I ain't unloaded my truck yet.
Dominic hasn't tried his yet. He's got a pack.
Yeah.
I told him he all on his own.
I
I'm like,
just like sweet stuff. So
yeah, I can do salty sometimes, but I just think that's going to be overly
yeah.
salty. So
And then It seemed like it was awful thick, like it's gonna get stuck on your tongue or something.
Hmm.
Ugh.
It probably could. I'm not. I'm not quite. Like I said, I've never had it in my mouth. Don't know the texture, but I have seen it,
You'll
and I've
get
seen
sick.
people eat it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's made from leftover brewer's yeast and spices. Hmm.
Hmm,
I spread it on Bailey's.
I couldn't eat it. I'm too picky of a eater, though.
I thought Bailey's was a coffee creamer or something like that. I spread it on Bailey's. Hmm. Very salty, like a brewing cube. Yee.
And I could see that. I could. That's the way I was kind of described. It was real salty like that.
Yeah. Why do they eat it then?
It just. It's just a delicacy for them, you know.
Really?
Yeah. Like I
Like a
said, they put it
bonbon?
on their. They put it on toast. They put it on different things. And no matter where they travel, they take it with them. They say it's a something they do every day. They don't go
He
nowhere
said
without it.
Bailey's. Not Bailey's. Sorry. Oh, yeah, yeah, I need glasses.
Hey, Melissa. Hey, Big Skip. California Beach. Missy.
Oh,
I've got my glasses on, y'all. So
okay. You have to help correct me. Oh.
I
Oh,
don't have a computer. It's all on my phone.
yeah.
It's Melissa.
Oh, that was a
I
good one.
watched Hog Legs eat that stuff. Oh my goodness. His expression was priceless.
He looked like a little kid that was stuck in a corner, like something like he's being punished. His little face all tore up, and
Hmm.
oh. I made boilies before. I tried last year. I tried to catch carp, and I made them boilies. I boiled them, and I microwaved some, and them were hard balls. Then I had
Hmm.
two. I never caught a thing.
See, I meant to try carp fishing last year. I never even got around it. I made the pack bait and
Yeah.
everything, and I never even went and done it. I just used it for trying to catch catfish with it, but I didn't even catch one.
Hmm. Hey Rick, what's up? What's up, y'all? What's up, Doc?
Hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'd like to catch some carp because I'd like to have it for bait. I just need one.
Well, I know this year when I haven't been fishing this since it got cold and everything. My body's been hurting too bad, but I'm gonna do gar this year. I'm gonna do carp besides doing the catfish. I'm gonna try. I'm really gonna try to do multi-species this year.
Yeah.
Of course, I do skipjacks. I love going after them.
Mm-hmm.
And I do the bluegills
Get
for
jacking.
live bait.
Mm-hmm.
But this
You don't know what you're going to catch when you're skipjacking. I've caught all kinds of different fish that hit those.
mhm, stripers, carp. That's how I've caught my carp.
Caught
Is
walleye.
when I
Have you
do
caught walleye?
skipjack. Do what?
I caught walleye and flatheads with them.
Oh, see, I haven't caught that, and so.
Mhm.
But see, I was catching gars by accident last year, just out catfishing. So
Mhm.
this year, I'm actually going to target them whenever the catfish start bedding down to spawn.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try something to keep me occupied when the catfish aren't biting.
Hey, Rustic and Buck.
I like going skipjack fishing with Rustic. He's fun to go fishing with.
The cool guy raid is coming. All right. He said he heard Skipjack.
See,
Yeah.
just say it and he appears. Hey, weed hopper.
Last summer, I tied off on the dam wall, and
Hmm.
I stayed all night fishing there, and I caught two gar, the only two I've ever caught. But I had this rig with two hooks on it,
Hmm.
and with chicken on it, and I caught two gar on one pole. They
Yeah.
both from on a hook.
For some reason, Gar liked the chicken.
Hmm. I just hung them over the side of the boat and dangled them until they fell off. I didn't put them in the boat.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try the using a rope this year, and since I'm gonna try to target them, because people say if you shred the end of a rope or something, that
Yeah.
it gets stuck in their teeth and
Hmm.
everything. Now the trying to get their teeth off of it, that's going to be something. That's where I'm a little nervous. I could take a hook out of a gar, but I don't know about getting them untangled from a rope. It's going to be a chore.
Yeah. I don't want to deal with them. I'm fine catching them and hanging them up in the air and letting them fall off.
You see me take it off that one day on your boat. That was
Yeah,
so
I got
fun.
video of that, of you doing that. I just can't. It's so long, I can't get it to you.
Yeah,
Maybe if I cut it in pieces, could you put it back together?
probably.
I'll do that then. I'll just shorten it down and send it in like 4 or 5 sections.
All right. But
Yeah.
yeah, that gar. I was scared of my very first one. It was like three and about 3.5, 4 foot.
Yeah.
I was petrified. And Dominic took it off for me, and he's like, "You're gonna have to learn to take these off yourself." I'm like, "No, it's gonna cut me." And because
Mhm.
the person that we were fishing with, he's like, "It'll shred you up to pieces. You better stay away from it." And so he petrified me. I didn't even try to hold it or nothing. Then my next one, Dominic showed me, and I started taking them off myself.
Yeah. Somebody had me scared of them because of their teeth, but it can't be that bad, can it?
It's not. They thrush really hard. That's the worst thing about them is, I put my a little bit of pressure with my foot to try to keep them from, you
Yeah.
know, swinging their head back to catch me with their, bill and stuff. And
Mhm.
so once put that pressure and make sure you're careful of their mouth, it's pretty easy. Now
Yeah.
picking them up, they like the buck and all that. So make
Yeah.
sure you don't have a hurt hand like I did when I was fishing with you, because that sucker hurt me.
Yeah.
But
It can't
yeah,
be worse than a big catfish scratching your hands up, I'd say.
yeah. Well, ask Rustic. He got bit by
Oh,
one.
did he?
I don't know how it bit him, but he said he was picking it up and it dropped and got the back of his leg.
Ooh.
He,
Wow.
he had a little short on it.
Mhm. I'll have to find it and watch it.
Hmm.
Let's
Yeah,
see.
he just said in the chat, "Go check out my short video, Jody, where that gar bit me."
Okay.
And
Said
Buck said Laura dropped one and it tore up her foot. And Miss Melissa said, that good old Vegemite. Vegemite makes you want to dance." But
There-
yeah, I'm going to try to get into other fishing though this year though. Because the Ohio River don't produce like they need to, like I like for them to,
yeah.
especially from the bank. If I had a boat, I think I could do better, but from the bank, just hard to get out there because all the deep holes
Hmm.
are where we can't get to.
Yeah.
So you're left shallow fishing and you're fishing in, maybe 5, 6 foot of water, which a lot of times in the summertime,
Hmm.
they're not there. They're trying to go deeper during the day.
They use
Hold on, nothing. I think my grandson was trying to knock on my door.
Oh,
Hey, Indiana Chris.
Heidi.
We got Adventures with Goat in here. Say, Jody.
Well, appreciate that. Welcome to chat and welcome to the channel. Thank you, Chris, for sending them.
Rustic said it took 2 months for it to heal up from where that gar got him.
Yeah.
I bet. Never been bit by one. I really don't want to get bit, but I feel comfortable enough to take them off. So
Yeah. I just, like I said, I didn't want to take no chances of getting bit. I just hung that pole up in there and shook it till they fell off.
and Dominic just told me to take my foot and put pressure on it. You know, of course, you don't want to, stomp on her or anything, but just put that foot. You see me how I just put my foot to just keep it from wiggling around, and took those long nose pliers and took it out.
There's the goat. The GOAT.
Mm-hmm. That's the first time I've seen Adventures with Goat. Hi, how are you doing? Howdy.
He's Chris' friend.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, right there. Chris Everett sent him in. Appreciate that, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
The goat. We're just a fishing channel. My boat's tore up, so I'm not fishing tonight. And I'm bored, so we're chatting. But we just like to cut up and have fun.
Yep.
We try to keep it PG-13.
And Jody twisted my arm to come up here. I don't do lives very much. I'm trying to do it anyway.
It's good for you to get out there and get over your shyness.
Yeah. I'm looking at the chat and not the screen, so I'm trying not to think about it too much. So,
yeah.
And I get tongue-tied easily. So if I mess up on saying anything, I'll apologize ahead of time.
Okay.
Rustic says, I got a video of the bite and a video of the aftermath.
Froze up. Wow.
Dang.
That sucks. I couldn't imagine having to go months without fishing.
I seen a video of Has where he was sitting there throwing his line out on the ice, and they just couldn't get to the water.
Yeah.
Hey, Donna R. I'm so glad to see him back in the chats.
Me too. I've been missing him.
Me too. That's Uncle Don R. He always picking on me.
Melissa, you can do whatever you want to. You're more than welcome to drop them if you want. Or you just hang out. Don't matter.
You know, Melissa, she's good about dropping those links and stuff. And, if she don't get to, she gets a, that little fiending type deal.
Yeah. I bet she feels kind of weird not dropping them because you get
Exactly.
doing stuff. Yeah. How's the boat? It's gone kaput. It's I can't run it without tearing other stuff up. So I left it at James's house, and he ordered the parts, and he's going to fix it. Him and his
That's good.
But it'll be a week for the parts come, and he's gone on a trip this week anyway. So I'm going to probably bank fish tonight.
Oh yeah. So you'll be down. Your boat will be down for what, a week or two?
Yep, I miss it.
I know you do.
I've been missing it, not getting a fish on it because I've been fishing that bass boat. But oh Lord,
I don't know how you fish in that. I've watched you fish on that boat.
I'm usually just sitting there.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, I know you say it's hard to, walk on it too without, losing balance and stuff. I know I would already went overboard.
Let's see. We talk funny. So we're all good. We ain't even got to try to entertain.
Yeah,
People
I was
say,
born in Spokane, Washington, so I'm
yeah,
not too Southern, but everybody says I got a Southern drawl, though. I don't see it.
James is a nice man. He's helped me out a lot. He's taught me a lot.
James likes to give you heck, though.
Yeah, we get along really good. We fish. We get along good, but we don't seem to catch nothing together. We do better if we fish separate. But as far as getting along, you
Yes,
can't.
yeah, along real good.
He's a hoot to fish with.
I'll sit there and watch you guys all the time, just going back and forth at each other. I just think it's funny.
Yeah, but yeah,
Yeah, well,
he's taught a lot of things on the water.
oh yeah,
Yeah, he's helped me on my boat put some stuff up too. Taught me some knots and things, cleats. Put some different cleats on for me to tie my anchor to and stuff. Taught me
that
how to anchor better, things like that.
that's good. They teach you ways keep from your um shoot, I can't even think of the name. Your anchor from getting hung up.
Well, I was using those never lost anchors, and
Hmm.
I was still losing grip and stuff, and I was actually getting those anchors hung up, and then I lost every anchor I had, and I didn't have one, and I had Brokeback Bob sent me a never lost anchor. Fishizzle sent me a monster anchor, and then Daryl helped me out with an anchor, and the monster anchor held better than the never lost, and I really
Goodness.
have much trouble anchoring now.
See, that's what I'm nervous about. If I ever get a boat and just go out on my own, I'm so scared that I won't be able to get that anchor off the bed of the river.
Oh,
To
you're talking about below the dam and the current.
mm,
Oh God, yeah. I don't fish too much below the current, like in heavy current, because I'm eventually gonna get hurt.
yeah,
I'll pull that anchor and I'll get it almost in, and it grab again,
yeah,
and I just have to let go, or it's gonna jerk me in, because
yeah.
I'm.
You know, don't want to be jerked into. See, that's what I'm nervous about is dealing with the anchor like that.
Yeah, it may take me 3 or 4 times pulling that anchor before I get it in below in that heavy current.
Yeah,
It'll grab again I almost have it in and it'll grab and then it just starts zipping that rope back through. I always make sure it's not wrapped around my feet or anything.
yeah. Got to do that.
But
That
hopefully this summer I'll get spot lock and I won't have to.
that'll help you out so much.
I'm gonna get it after if I have to go in debt for it.
Yeah,
So that it's just a matter of time to pull my back.
yeah. Like I said, and I know if you got issues like me, the balance thing, that's I would go over quick just trying to get the when I bend over just to pick up the rope to start pulling it in, I would lose my balance.
Yeah, I fall all the time.
Me too.
I don't never
Brokeback
get
Bob
hurt when I
witnessed
fall.
that.
Never get hurt. It's like it
I
just fall
I
and
got
get right up.
I got hurt pretty bad over the summertime when Brokeback Bob was down fishing with us.
Yeah.
I lost my balance and went face first, nose plant, but I landed on my with my pole in my hand still, and because I had just got a big old bite, went to go grab it, and I fell face first. Was still reeling my pole. They say what
Yeah.
Dominic was telling me that I never stopped reeling until he came over there and took the pole away from me and helped me up off the ground. I
Mhm.
cut my nose. And bruised it pretty good. I hurt my hand or my thumb real bad. It took my thumb to, it's still not healed up to this day. It still gives
Wow.
me trouble.
Goodness.
Yeah. So, and we went fishing somewhere else where there was rocks. I took a big old tumble then too. Luckily, it was just me and Dominic. He had his hands full, so he couldn't catch me. So I was down.
I always fall on the dock.
Let's see.
Sometimes no one's around. Sometimes they are. Sometimes I go in the water. Sometimes I don't.
Mm. The
The
bank
worst one was
fishing's dangerous for me. It's getting that way, and I hate it. That's why I'll be glad when we can invest in a boat. So
yeah.
maybe it might be a little easier or better
You
for
still
me.
fall. You'll fall. I fell getting in that bass boat last night.
Dang.
Wiped out.
I'm
But I
so
didn't
glad.
go in the water. I stayed on the boat.
At least you didn't go. At least you didn't fall in the water.
Yeah.
Look at that. Dominic's like Tanya falls on flat ground.
Yeah.
I do.
Oh. My worst one was it's like 2 a.m. and I wasn't getting a bite, so I drove like an hour and switched boat ramps. And usually there's nobody around, but that night there's like three boats sitting there waiting to dock, and there was people fishing on the walkway, the ramp.
Hmm.
I stepped in. I saw it was wet. I just thought it was water. I didn't know it was slick. That
Oh
slide
man.
because it's dark. I went down on my hip and then went backwards into the water, went up under the pontoon,
Oh
and
man.
it was awful.
I would have been scared.
I couldn't get my foot, and I had the doggy paddle, and the boat was untied, so I had to swim it back to the ramp.
Oh
And
no.
then I saw my hat, so I tied the boat off, and I went and swam, got my hat, doggy paddled. And then that man started walking off that was up there fishing, and he turned around and came back, and he said, I better wait and make sure she don't drown.
He could have helped you at least.
And when I finally got my feet where I could stand up, he's put his hand out, and I said, I don't need your help now. And I climbed
Not
up
after you done
on
all that work by yourself.
the
I got it. Thank you, sir.
I just climbed up to the gate of the pontoon and drove it off. Yeah.
Oh
But
goodness.
I kind of scared me. It scared me up. I don't think I fished for 2 weeks after that
I
because
know it would have scared me.
I
So
could have hit my head and drowned it right at the boat ramp, the way I went off. And I
yeah.
wear my life jacket at all times. That's what I need to do.
Yeah, just at least load in your boat and stuff to make sure you don't,
You
go in
don't
there.
do no good sitting in the boat.
No.
Right outside of the boat. Oh, but yeah,
But
I just need to drive. As soon as I leave the house, I need to put it on. That way I got it on when I get there.
yeah, that way you can sit there and just go on. You have to get into the water. At least you know you be safe.
Yeah. Hey, Dallas Sleeper, how you doing? Then we got
Howdy.
Dominique. There's Miss Robin. Robin, I gave you that link if you want to come up. Let's see.
Yes, Miss Robin, come on up.
Retired Rick, how you doing, buddy?
Howdy, Rick.
He's a sweet one.
Yeah, he is.
Mm-hmm. There's Miss Danielle Thompson. How you doing? She's up late.
Yeah, we need some more females to join us in the springtime to take on these gentlemen that we're going against.
Mm-hmm. I fished with Roger one day, Buck, and he taught me how to use that ball. It's called a anchor ball,
Yeah,
and it pulls your anchor. You drive forward, and it pulls the anchor up.
I bet that helps out a whole lot.
Roger taught me a lot of stuff that day, which I don't have the son. My sonar don't do it, but I could. Like I learned how to do it on J Dogs. I know how to use it on J Dogs, but not on mine. But you mark your fish, and you pull up ahead, and you mark it, and then it count 100 foot, and then you throw your anchor out, and you back down 50 foot, and then you cast. That way, you're not overcasting the fish or not missing your mark.
That's pretty good.
But I can't
Roger,
do it on mine. They
yeah,
told me
Roger's very
like
informative.
like Roger was throwing the anchor out, and I was doing the sonar and driving the boat backwards, But
Hmm.
uh, it's it's hard to do all that by yourself. I guess after you do it so much, it's just a piece of cake.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
loading the boat and everything. That don't bother me one bit. Everybody
Yeah.
says how you do it. It's easy. You just float it off with the rope when you tie it.
Yeah. Roger knows his stuff though. He really informative. He taught Dominic how to use Navionics and stuff when we were at the gathering.
Yeah. Well, he was driving J Dog's pontoon and he saw this tree out in the water.
Hmm.
And the way he drove that boat just like this around it. I couldn't believe how he drove the boat. I can't drive my boat that good. And that was a boat he hadn't been on and he could just like a remote car or something.
Yeah.
It's pretty neat. It's impressive watching him.
Could you imagine me out there driving?
You did drive my boat that day, did you?
Yes, I did. I was so scared. I was like, Jody, I've never done this before. Jody, I've never drove a boat before.
If you can drive a car, you can drive a boat.
I was still scared. I was like, oh my gosh.
Hmm. You know, we drove around a long time,
Yeah, we did.
and we was almost out of gas.
Oh no.
When I checked the gas when I got home, it was almost empty, and I'm like, "Oops!" It didn't dawn
So,
on me because I don't drive around a lot. I just go to my spot and park, But we was
yeah,
going down that river.
it was very eventful when we broke down and stuff. And I didn't want to disturb Dominic and Daryl because, they were in a tournament and here we were just stuck.
Yeah. Uh,
But they rescued us.
Troy and on your boat to drive. That would be something. Getting Troy to drive the way he drives that 18-wheeler.
Oh goodness. Weed
Mm-hmm.
Hopper said, Jody, check out Columbia River Anchor System. Sometimes works great and in many river systems. Really good for heavy water anchoring too.
Okay. Mm, 42 minutes into the live. I know where to come back at and see it. Columbia River Anchor System.
Yep.
Columbia River Anchor System. Columbia River Anchor System.
Hey Melissa, tell Robin it's in our private chat is the link.
Hey,
She'll
fish.
know what chat.
I can put it right here.
Okay.
I don't. Whoever wants to come up can come up. Don't bother me. Did I do it?
Yep, I see it.
There it is. I used my new monster anchor today for the first time. It worked great. It makes a big difference. It held the one they gave me held a lot better than the other one I'd been, and that was my third never lost. And that's not a guarantee. That's just a name. That's what they told me. Because I wanted to do one because I lost it.
Oh my God. Look at Dominic's comment. I swear.
Yeah.
He would have left me too. He's just so mean to me.
He wouldn't have left you.
Yes, he would have.
That design will work anywhere. Okay.
No, he would have come and got me, but he'd be trying to leave me everywhere, give me away, trade me something,
Yeah.
whatever he feels like that day.
My pontoon's tore up, Ronnie. The motor's gone. Womp, womp, womp. Well, maybe
I would have
not.
definitely finished the tournament before I went to get her.
Oh, baloney. When you pulled up, you was yelling for us. Where's my Tanya? Where's my Tanya?
He was crying like a little baby, wasn't he? I swear. I was like, man, try those tears up.
Never
Then he was crying because he's afraid Stan was going to beat him.
lie.
Exactly.
Y'all don't believe any of that.
Howdy.
Howdy.
Woo. Jody, next time you'll float down a river too.
What?
I don't float, I melt. I'm sweet as sugar. You're the floater.
Hey, Robin.
Yeah, I was going to say only poop floats. I
Did
kept
it?
a
Dominic floats
PG-13.
well.
It's still running perfect. It never sputtered or nothing, but it shot that foam out again, and then when James drained the oil, it was like the color of the wall behind me, a light tan.
It had that milky colored oil.
It looked like paint.
What part
Wow.
did they? What part went bad on it?
He thinks it's never shot water out. I don't care what they say. Because I mentioned it to several people that my boat never shot that water out of the back, and he said the water pump was out and there was a bunch of blown seals.
Dang.
But he checked some boat and there wasn't nothing stripped or no metal shavings coming out with it, so he said that was a good sign.
Yeah. If you would have seen the metal shavings, I had to hang that up. Retired that sucker.
Can it be fixed? Him and his friend David, who owns that bass boat's going to try and fix it when he comes back. It has to shoot water. I've never, ever, ever seen it shoot water. Ever, ever.
Ever.
Never, ever have I.
No.
You caught me getting ready for bed.
Getting ready for bed. As
Yeah,
early
I'm tired today.
I've been cleaning all day. I look a hot mess. I got up here because Jody's like, I'm bored. I was like, okay.
it was dripping
The
out
lower
of
unit.
the
right?
lower unit oil because I just got it changed. I think that's the only oil in my boat. Retired Rick said, "You're already in bed, Robin."
I know.
Weed Hopper says if the motor isn't peeing, it isn't working right. It means it has a bladder infection.
But I really don't drive mine a lot. Like, I find a boat ramp and I start looking for places close to the boat ramp to fish. I'm not really ever really far from. A lot of times I can see my truck. You don't
Yeah.
have to go far to catch a 50-pound fish. They swim right by that boat ramp. You just have to be deep enough and in the right spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to figure out where that right spot is.
Yeah. It's just spending time on the water. I actually caught somebody fixing to break in my truck, and I was sitting down at Caney Creek right across from the boat ramp, and I parked under a street light, and I seen this man come up and start looking around my truck, and then he looked in the truck bed, and I had all my lights off. I didn't have my nav lights on, and I shined my spotlight on, and I said, "What are you doing?" I said, "That's my truck. I can see you." he took off running.
I bet he did. It was probably peed on himself a little bit.
Yeah, because I didn't have a nav lighter on or anything because I was right across from the, just on the other side of the bank. And I was close enough I could spotlight him.
Yes.
Yeah. Scared him to death.
But I try to find 3 spots, fairly close together at each boat ramp. And then after I fish those out, then I go on and try to find some more.
Buck said it's an older motor. Think it has a hole shoots the water out someplace else, is what Hull Leg and KP said.
Oh.
You gotta see me tipping my head back like that. That's my bifocals. We gotta get it focused on. I hate that because you be seeing me go like this all the time.
Yeah. Is it no line bifocals?
Yes, no line. My very first pair, I had the line, and they are like, "Oh, nobody ever see it." I could see it, and I got my first set of bifocals when I was 38, and I was like, "This makes me look old." I was like, "I'm not even supposed to have bifocals. I'm not even 40 years old yet." So my next pair I got the the no lines, and I love them. You can't even tell them.
Jody, maybe that's where the bees were coming from.
No, it's a hornet hole. If I go down there right back again, I'd have hornets on me again. That's what I
Ain't
call
that
that spot.
crazy?
It's flatheads too. It's a shame you can't fish it for the hornets.
Dang.
What you got on your head there?
Catfish and crappie.
That's a nice looking hat, ain't it?
It is. It's comfortable too.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Bobcat
one of my
made.
Christmas gifts.
Hey, you
I
did
need
your.
to get one of your hats.
It's the only one ever been made.
Well, you need to make another one for Robin.
Bobcat made it and give it to me for Christmas.
Bobcat, he's all right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's
I
given me
got my
stickers.
stickers coming from
He tried
him.
to fix my sonar. All the Tennessee people's helped me out.
Yeah.
She put a safety chain on my boat. I didn't know I was supposed to have a safety chain all this time. I just been going around
When
with
you're
that.
riding down the road,
I just been doing that strap that hooks to your trailer. I didn't know I was supposed to have a safety chain too. So he put one on it for me. Him Bobcat did one day.
They're all super nice down there. Every time I've went down there, they're just all so welcoming.
Yeah. Tim Redenbaugh. How you doing?
I'm
I
looking
can't.
forward to CatCon.
Me too. It's almost here.
I know. I can't wait. I'm gonna party all night. Party.
Dominic,
I
come
don't
to the
party.
corner.
I already know how to party.
Party like a rock star.
Yeah. Oh.
This year, I think CatCon is going to be even way better than last year, and I had a blast. So,
I was shy last year, but I'm not as shy this year.
yeah,
Like
you didn't say a whole lot whenever I met you last year at CatCon.
I was very overwhelmed. Wasn't used to that many people or a place like that. First,
Hmm.
never been somewhere like that before.
You were
Yeah, I'm
more
really shy
open in
too.
the gathering than at the CatCon because you just like,
The gathering, I don't like being like elbow to elbow with people. And the gathering, you had all that room, you know. But at
yeah.
CatCon, I mean, you couldn't turn around sometimes without bumping somebody.
See, I was in rare form at CatCon because I'm really shy
Mm-hmm.
and I don't say a whole lot and I don't approach people a lot. And at CatCon, I was like, "Hey, how are you doing? Hey, how are you doing?" And I was just talking to everybody like I was not shy. I don't know where I came from, but I was not me.
Yeah, I'm really shy. I don't talk to anybody.
Yeah.
You couldn't tell me I was shy during CatCon. Like I said, I was in rare form.
If I'm only around like 2 or 3 people, I'm fine. But you start getting me in a group of 4 or more, I you don't really hear me say anything. Even like on a panel. If I get on some panel and there's more than a couple people, I just sit there usually.
Yeah. I be trying to fill out the room and stuff if there's a lot of people trying to, see the personality of a person.
I don't know. I'm just social anxiety is what they call it.
Yeah, I got that.
Like
Um,
when I would go to Lady Vols games, I would buy an extra ticket so no one could sit by me.
okay. Yeah. It,
Why don't you just buy extra tickets, give them to your friends so they could sit with you and you'd be
Well,
comfortable?
well, I would get the seats down on the floor, and there was like they're fold up seats, padded fold up seats, and there's only like maybe 8 in a row, and we'd buy 5 of them. I'd take me and my kids and a couple of their friends, and then I'd buy an extra. I'd always bought an extra seat regardless, and I would try to sit on the end of the row. the walkway too.
Hmm.
Okay.
Because with girls, they carried. I don't carry a purse, but they did, and they had all them posters and stuff. And you had to. I usually put it in the seat. Held everything, all their junk.
Yeah, you gotta have an extra seat.
My girls is girly. Like they have to have them $100 purses and shoes, and they're about the name. I don't even carry a purse.
See, I'm tomboyish, but I do carry a purse. But that's because I learned at an early age to carry one because I was asthmatic and always had to have medicine with me. So
Yeah.
I just grew accustomed to carrying one, even though it just was not me.
I don't want to keep up with it, and it stays full of crap, and you have to clean it out. And I, I, I'd just carry a tackle box.
Well,
I got me a backpack for my
that,
tackle.
that's
I
the
do
type
carry.
of purse I have is a backpack purse.
I carry a Nike backpack sometimes.
Mm, I have an itty bitty one.
Mr. Rogers, same here. That's a lot of different energies around each other. Is that what that says?
Mm, yeah, you
I
got
figured
it.
it out. Yay. Terry Stanfield. I think he ordered those too. And I ain't ordered it yet, but I'm gonna get a new prop. I
So
gotta
do
get a
you?
new prop, 2 new tires for the trailer because I had a blowout about 3 weeks ago. There was
Oh,
nothing left but a rim. There was no nothing left when I pulled over.
Oh my goodness.
It was a 2-lane road. There was no place to pull over. I had to drive it a little bit.
At least
yikes.
it was on the trailer and not on the truck, and so.
I was really close to James's house, and I called him to come change it. And he comes up and he says, "Where's the tire at?" And I said, "Back there by
It's not there.
the." I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Hey, Mike.
Oh, a purse with a gun pocket.
Now I'm wanting one of those. I want a purse that has where you can conceal your gun and stuff.
Yeah,
I'm wanting one of those. But I
I
gotta
just
get
put it in my pocket.
over being scared of a gun though.
I always pack.
See, I don't have an issue of doing that. I'm so scared that it's gonna own me, and I know that it won't. But I just watched too many videos of people getting owned by a pistol, and I'm so scared it's gonna come back and hit me in my head.
Nah. Now I had a 9mm that the pistol when I shot it, the casing come out and hit me in the forehead and burnt me one time. I got rid of that one.
Ugh.
But it would jam. And every 9mm I've had has been bad to jam.
I
So
definitely don't want one then.
I got a 40.
Mhm.
And in case I have trouble with it, I got a 38 special. Then you just pull the trigger on it. You ain't
I,
got a racket or any of that kind of crap.
with Dominic's help, I shot a 357 one time. I definitely have to wear earplugs because that I was trying to hold my ears instead of trying to worry about shooting
Yeah.
too loud.
There's Mr. Duggar. How you doing?
Greeting Earthlings.
Greetings, Earthlings. I'm used to a chest holster on my backpacking trip. Bear country. Yep.
Tim, I'm wanting one of those backpack tackle boxes. Brian B has one too, and I was looking at them before I ever seen that he had one. I really want one so to be easier to carry.
Ew, on top. I had one, but I didn't like it.
You didn't like the tackle box on your back?
No, it's too heavy.
I only put it on my one shoulder and then just shove it in the wherever I'm going because I'll not keep it on my back.
See,
I got bad shoulder.
And
I-
see, well, put one on my shoulder to the one we have that Dominic and I have, it is so heavy that it hurts my shoulder. So being on my back, I feel I'll be better to keep my balance and won't keep me off to one side. So I feel it'd be better for me.
Yeah.
I like it just for the convenience of, being my hands free
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
so that I can carry more down, because at that point I was bank fishing, but pretty soon, not anymore.
You know, I bank fish, so I'm always got tons of stuff to carry.
Yeah, I dread that Thursday.
Yeah, it's not fun.
I got some rod
It
holders.
is. It is fun. It's just different.
What I say is not fun. It's just the carrying all the stuff, getting there on the bank. I love bank fishing. I just hate having to load up all that stuff and carry it to and from, especially from, because you're already tired by the last thing you want to do is carry all that stuff back to your vehicle.
I won't have far to carry. I can pull right to almost to the water and put my lines out where I'm going to
See,
go.
I like
Good.
the bait and fishing that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, some of my fishing spots were almost a half mile to the vehicle.
Yeah.
I've been fishing Watts Bar Dam. Oh, I ain't caught no skipjack in a while, actually. I can't get there in time usually where the time change. It's dark before I get there. So I've just been using frozen or buying some.
Hey, but we have a wagon, but where we fish, a wagon just does not do well because when you can't take it over rough terrain, so the wagon is kind of good for sometimes, sometimes not.
Yeah, if it's grassy and you don't have holes from God knows what digging in the bank.
See, we got rocks and big rocks, so it's just it'll tip over a wagon easy.
Yep.
That's
What
why I
did
like the
Ronnie?
pier and the bridge.
And where'd you
Mm,
get at? Or you don't want to say?
What's that?
Ronnie caught some skipjack.
I know I'm gonna try to stock up real good this springtime
Mm-hmm.
at
I talked
Kentucky Dam.
I talked my husband into allowing me to use a 75-gallon fish tank that we have in the basement into a bait tank.
Yeah.
That'll
So I can
work.
put my bluegill in there.
See, I live right around the corner from our city park that has a pond full of bluegills, so I don't ever have to go far for mine.
Mm-hmm.
And they're so easy to catch there.
I've been getting them from a bait shop down Watts Bar, Thompson's Tackle.
Yeah.
I think I got a banner made for them. Let's see. Right there.
Yeah.
And I've been getting hooks and everything from them. Sinker slides. They sell lime. They sell Madcat rods.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
We have Ellis Crappie Shack here in Paducah, which I, I don't know. I don't want to misspeak, but I think they're going to be at CatCon too. So, but that's where Dominic gets a lot of his stuff. Besides, if we go up by the dam, there's bait shops up there too. But we mainly use Ellis Crappie Shack. $3.57 and 22. Love a 22.
Okay.
Everybody talking about their little friends in chat.
Yeah.
357, 22, 38 special.
Yep.
I guess I'm gonna have to start carrying when I am camping out on the pontoon.
Oh
You
yeah.
really- You really need to because you never know you're gonna come across.
Yeah,
Me
especially if I
crazy.
travel north through Detroit.
Your most dangerous times is on the dock and when you're asleep, because you can't hear no one coming up on you.
Well, I have the dog with me, so I'm not too worried about when I'm
True.
docked. But
See,
when I go into the boat ramp, that's the thing. My husband's going to drive me to the local boat ramp, and I'm going to take off. And I don't know if I'm going to stay a day, 3 days, 5 days, whatever. I'll call him up when I'm ready for him to pick me up, and he can come to any of the number of boat ramps along the river.
You can only stay as long as you have food and gas, and well, your batteries.
yeah.
There are marinas along the way.
Mm-hmm.
And if I pay for a luncheon at the one marina, I can, charge up my battery there. I don't even have to come off the water and get gas,
Yeah.
because that's the marina that the high school uses for the boating club.
Mm-hmm.
So I have it in there.
Mr. Duggar, he's donating his pew-pews to the river or lake, wherever his boat went down.
Yeah.
But my 5-month-old dog, my puppy, that I took to the vet to get the last series was 75 pounds.
Well, Rob,
Rob
he said,
Fox.
hello, queens of the waters.
How'd he do?
And drop my stuff.
My husband just came in and said, yeah, I think he gained about 5 pounds or 10 pounds too since that night. Grows like a weed.
I don't want a doggy. I mean, I like other people's dogs, but I don't want to be tied down.
We got a puppy and stuff. He's growing like a weed.
That's your pit bull puppy, right?
Yeah, Roscoe P. Coltrane.
Dukes and Hazards.
Yeah, that's what Dominic named him after.
Hey, half century.
Hey, 50 Cent.
He's
like those
happening.
cats. Yeah.
Women are taking over in 23. Well, we do got something special coming up in springtime that us ladies are doing.
That
Taking
is
on a bunch of men.
a dolphin saved you. Wow.
Very lucky then.
Uh-huh.
That is.
What do we got coming up?
You know, we got the ladies call out where we called out all these guys.
Yeah. How
Did
many of
you-
you think actually fish when it comes time?
I hope everyone.
I don't know if mine will fish or not.
You know,
Won't be the first time he's not fished it.
oh, I think I'm pretty sure mine's gonna fish. So
Mine will fish.
Wouldn't be the second time he's not fished it either.
you might have to have you a little backup plan.
He said he may be in a tournament.
Yeah, our tournament.
Did we make sure that those dates didn't clash with other tournament dates?
We haven't.
He does real tournaments.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
the dates we've got. We were talking about haven't been 100% set yet. Those were just an outline, so we're still working on all the details. I know me and Beck's gonna talk about stuff, and then we're all ladies gonna get together, try to narrow it down. That's the only thing pretty well we got left to do is just nail it down the dates.
I owe Jeremy's tournament cats a butt whooping from the monster hunt because I made a bet with him and he made me write an essay on how great of a fisherman he was and how I'm not, and I had to send him $20 and sign it. So I
Oh no.
owe a payback, and he didn't even catch a big fish. I had a big fish. I lost it though. So
Oh no.
I would have won that tournament, but lost it.
Yeah, you need paybacks on that. And
Yeah.
you need to make sure you have a side bet so he has to pay up.
Yeah, there'll be a side bet. I promise you that. But you know, the thing about Jeremy is he's a really good fisherman. Some people don't give him credit, but he really is.
I know he's a real good fisherman. I've sit there and watched him and stuff. Uh,
Mhm.
He catches some big ones.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody has the possibility of catching big unless their waters just don't hold it.
There's a Joey. Anybody need him one?
It was
Are
all.
we doing them with or without Joey's?
It's however you're wanting to do it.
I don't have your number, Ronnie.
I know I'm gonna have somebody there to help me just because lifting is hard for me and stuff. I'm gonna still do all my work. I need help with lifting mainly.
Yeah.
If it's a big fish, I might have trouble, holding the scale up to and the fish. So that's where my Joey will come in effect.
Yeah.
Helping me net.
After I had trouble weighing them 50-pounders, I bought one of them scales like they use in the tournament
Hmm.
and a tote to put them in. And then I just set them in that tote and put them on that. They sit on the ground and it has a
Does
digital printout.
does it work pretty good?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But you got to make sure you have a good flat surface. If I'm doing from bank and stuff, I think that would be a little harder.
Yeah.
It would
True.
be good for a boat.
Mm-hmm.
How much did that run you, Jody?
About $90.
Ain't too bad.
You
No,
can
not
get
bad.
cheaper ones, but they don't work as good.
Well, no, I
But
don't
you're
want
going
a
to get your
cheaper one. I
money
want a
out of
good
it.
one.
As many big fish you catch, you're going to get your money with it before a year's up.
I can't wait till winter's over where I can start catching. I never do good in winter. I mean, I caught a 45-pounder last year, but that was my biggest fish of the winter. And I struggled during the winter to catch fish.
Yeah,
I can't wait till spring. Well, February is when I caught them twin flatheads.
I remember
So
that.
maybe it won't be too much longer. You know, I never put a video out on them or anything.
I was shocked about that.
Yeah. I still got it on the phone. I just think I need to learn to edit.
Me too.
I've been doing a little bit of editing. I mean, it can be difficult, but you can still make some pretty simple stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What do you use? Excuse me.
I,
What do you use?
I've used, I've been using CapCut lately. I've used my movie, which is
Okay.
similar to CapCut. I've used VN, and that's a little bit more difficult, but it's still pretty good app though. But I think I like CapCut. It's pretty good.
Cat cut.
CAP. Uh,
Okay. CAP.
yeah. I'm trying to think of that's CapCut. Yeah, CAPC UT. Yeah, CapCut.
Okay. Do you do that on your phone or a computer?
Yeah, you do it on my phone. I know if I had did it on a computer, I think it'd be a whole lot easier.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've done a few videos on my page, and I don't think they're horrible. They could probably be better, but for me just starting out, I think I've done all right.
And that Shirley.
Good night, Shirley.
You just
I
gotta, not be scared to experiment with it and try to put them in all different range and see which way works out. But like I said, it's easier to do on a computer, but you can do it on your phone.
Now, do
yeah.
you have an iPhone or an Android?
I have an Android.
I had somebody I was going to pay to edit, but I couldn't get the videos off my phone to them where they're so long.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm. Hey, John Wiggs.
You couldn't airdrop them?
She had a Samsung phone and I
No.
had the Apple.
You would have to probably. I wonder if you could email them or something. I don't know.
It was too long. I
Dang.
couldn't manage them either.
And they probably don't have the NRC. Is it called NRC? I don't know. There's a thing that you can touch phones and transfer files that way. I don't know if you could do that or not.
I bet I could have Dropboxed it.
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely could have done it that way.
Yeah.
And she could have, or whoever could have took it out of there.
It was Fishing the Freedom's Wife. Real Gals Fish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I wouldn't care one bit to pay to have someone do it.
Mm-hmm. See, Buck said there's always videos to show you how to edit. That's how I learned how to do some of the editing that I've done and found the editing tools that I use. So just watching YouTube videos. It's still difficult, but you can do it. I just don't have the computer to actually do what I need to do and find all the stuff, because I see people use such cute stuff in their videos and I'm like, where in the world they find this? I can't find this stuff.
I don't want to do a lot of editing. There's some things I'd like to cut out. Like I laugh way too much. I get excited. And maybe cut out the part where I'm weighing them or taking the hook out, shorten it down.
Oh, that's easy to do. That's not hard to do at all. If you're just wanting to cut out little sections, that's not hard at all.
I mostly want to shorten it.
Yeah. That's not hard at all. It's when you put in transitions and trying to, add different stuff like that. That's where it gets a little more difficult. But just to cut out different parts of the video and make them together, that's not hard.
Yeah. If you're talking about that dirty thumbnail you had for your thumbnail, I know I didn't like it. I shared that out to people, and there it was in the messenger, just a big old thumbnail. They're like, "What is that?" I said,
Adventures with Goat wants to know where everyone is located on this blue big marble.
I'm in the hills of East Tennessee.
And I'm in Western Kentucky.
Western Kentucky. Tell them you're close to Paducah.
Yep, I'm in Paducah, matter of fact.
I'm an hour north of Knoxville.
And I am in Michigan, 2 blocks off the Detroit River, Lake Erie.
Yeah, Jody and I are closer together.
Mm-hmm. And oh, Terry.
And the snoring parts.
That's a little something Goat don't know about me.
Uh-oh.
I have a little bit of narcolepsy.
I think it's called.
I fall asleep on almost every live I'm on.
I think it's called sleep deprivation.
You reckon?
Yeah. I reckon.
Robin, you have to be there.
Donna experienced it firsthand. I got a story I'll tell you off camera, Robin. I can't say it on camera. But if you want to know how bad I fall asleep, it's pretty bad.
Jody falls asleep pretty easy. It's amazing.
I fall asleep while I'm talking to people, to my boss. I'll fall asleep 2 or 3 times while we're in a conversation. And I don't even know. I'll do this, and I wake up and I just go right back to talking.
Yeah, right where she left off too.
Oh, that's funny.
You know, the worst thing about it was I'll be at work and like someone will come in and they want me to order a part. Well, as I'm typing it in Amazon and I'm waiting it to pull up, I'll fall asleep. That quick. And
Dang.
I don't know how long I'm out. I might be out 30 seconds, might be a minute or two, but I'll wake up and I forget they're standing there.
Mhm.
And
I bet it scares you too.
and then I turn around and see them and I scream. And then they usually scream too.
I'm probably like, what is wrong with this lady here?
But everybody's used to it now because it's just.
Hey, Johnny, small pepper.
Hi, Daddy. It's
I-
funny because I was in the boat fishing with J Dog and Tara and Mason, and they were laughing at me because I was falling asleep going in between spot to spot to spot.
Yeah.
And then when we went to go look at the boat, you know, because they drove me to Sandy and Dan's, I was asleep. And I'm like, I did not fall asleep. And they're like, oh, okay. But I fell asleep.
That's what I do, Johnny. And I've done this on camera too. And you might have noticed it, you might not, but as soon as I fall asleep, I start dreaming. And when I wake up, I'll be talking in that dream to people. And they're like, what are you talking about? And then I'm like, uh-oh.
That's narcolepsy, though.
This is the dream. This isn't real life. But I do that a lot. If you hear me say something off the wall, I'm still asleep.
See,
I may be talking, but I'm still asleep.
later this month, they're getting ready to make me do a nap test to see if I have narcolepsy. I was like, man, I don't fall asleep. They're like, you don't have to fall asleep to have it. They're like, there's different forms. They're like, but you say you feel so tired all the time. I was like, that I do. They're like, we're going to test you. So I'm going to find out if I do.
Buck, I don't think that was really happened. I think that was a fib made up on me. I fell asleep on hog legs, and they said when I was hollering for Fernando in my sleep. I do talk in my sleep and holler out.
Then how do you know you didn't holler for Fernando?
Somebody told me it's a fib. I don't know, but I
would have went back and watched that live just to see.
What's sleep Tourette's is what I was told I had.
Sleep Tourette's. Lord.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Dominic keeps telling me he been going on Hog Legs lives while I'll be sleeping with me snoring and stuff. I'm like, Dominic, please say you didn't do this.
I tried to get him to.
He told me. He's like, Jody told me to do it. And he's like, somebody else. And I'm like, he goes, and I did it. He goes, I went up on the line. He goes, I didn't show you, but they heard you. I was like, oh, Lord.
Oh, crap. Melissa said it really happened.
Hi, Steve. Like, yeah, and Melissa won't pull your leg.
I dream all kinds of crazy stuff. I dream about YouTube people. I mean, you name it.
But who's Fernando, Jody?
Apparently a man.
Well, no, duh.
I don't know Fernando, but it's called sleep apnea.
Telling you got blamed for the loud snore in Tennessee when it was really Jody.
I said that was you snoring. After I said I got blamed for it, and it's you after all, not me doing the snoring.
There's no telling. I just found out my my septum and my nose is deviated real bad. I'll probably end up having to have surgery on my nose here soon by what my doctor's trying to do. So I'm not gonna. I woke myself up snoring, but usually it's when I'm sick, and I've been sick the last week. So
Yeah.
I know I've been snoring. I haven't caught myself, but I'm sure I am. But it's payback for all those years. Dominic's done cut me up many a nights with his loud old snoring.
Well, I had Mason go, "You snore." And I'm like, "There's no way I snore. I have never heard myself snore."
Never heard yourself.
And he looked at me and he just started laughing. And he goes, "We'll see. We'll see." Next morning, I wake up and he goes, "You don't snore. You rattle."
We're doing pretty good, Jake.
Hey, Jake.
I just flat out snore. I'm not gonna try and hide it. I mean, I wake up, my mouth's dry. I can't help it.
Yeah. I can't breathe through my nose, so I know I sleep with my mouth open, so it was bound to happen.
For some reason, we went to the truck and sat and waited on Dominic and Daryl.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as I got in that truck, I was out. Poor Tanya had to sit there and listen to me.
I was watching the live anyway from where they were doing the live because Dominic was competing against us to hand a stand, so I wasn't paying Jody no attention. I just let her sleep. I was like, "Oh, she's so tired."
Oh,
We had a very eventful day that day.
yeah.
Johnny Small Pepper's like, "There's a lot of information being shared here."
Hey,
Yeah.
let me tell you, when we went fishing, it started off as soon as we pretty well got out on the water, it come downpour. I mean, it was so hard. We were so soaked. We tried to get up underneath the canopy. There was no saving us, not even from a drop of water.
That's the worst I'd ever been out in. I was actually scared. It was so
I was
heavy
too.
and dry, we were stuck.
Jody's like, she's like, what did you say? I was like, she's like, "You ready to go?" I was like, whatever you trying to do, Miss Jody.
It was thundering and lightning, and the rain was, you couldn't see. The rain was so hard. It was coming in so bad, but I thought it was safer to stay where we was at because
We were, because we had to go through up underneath a bridge, and that the way the wind and stuff was blowing, it would throw us in the pillars. So we were safe where we were.
I don't think I would have ever got it docked. It was
Yeah,
pouring
I
so
don't
bad.
think so either,
Yeah.
because that wind was blowing pretty good.
I bet women swear out on the water worse than a sailor.
I've got a potty mouth. I really do. I say cuss words all the time.
I'm innocent. I'm always innocent.
I don't think it's pretty for a woman to cuss, but do I cuss? Sometimes.
See, I must be real ugly because all my words come out cussing.
I'm this big tomboy and stuff, but I have certain things I don't do because I don't think it's.
But
I guess it's just my raising. I don't know.
see, I grew up with a whole bunch of cussing, so I that's just accustomed to it. That's my parents cuss like little sailors, and I picked it up, and I just hard to break. I can when I'm at work and stuff, I'm pretty good about watching my mouth. The church, I'm pretty good about watching my mouth most times. It slips every now and then. I hate to say that. But I tried.
That shows you. You must not have watched my 17-pound catfish, my first blue
Who?
buck. I
Oh,
think the first 2 words out of my mouth was it oh damn?
That's not really that bad, though. I mean, if I stomp my toe or if I get really excited, I rip one out before I know what I've done.
that's easy to do.
Jody said nothing that was a shut your mouth pepper. I'm a lady, but yes, I do cuss. We all do except for a goat. Oh, I don't know. I do cuss, but I try not to. But then when I'm around certain people, that's all they do is cuss. So it kind of brings it out of.
Yeah, that's why that, like I said, I grew up with it. So I think if I didn't grow up around it so much, I probably wouldn't do it. But
Yeah.
I do it.
And
It's
then
just like,
sometimes I'll drop one to be funny, just because it's a shock.
especially if that people don't not used to you saying it and stuff.
Hmm. We got one secret we can't tell though.
Okay, I won't tell it.
You know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly what you're talking about. That's why I say I won't tell it. Well, you were talking about something one night in your live, and I was like, Jody, I'll never tell your secret. And but Dustin never read the my comment to you because
Yeah.
I knew you would have busted out laughing.
You already know you ain't saying a thing. I think I'll just go ahead and tell it.
And then it won't be a secret no more.
Is it the secret that you chew tobacco out on the boat fishing?
That's it. Darn it! How did you know?
I don't know. I ain't gonna tell it. I know those towels getting red. Then I'll have to fan myself. I'll get hot.
I wouldn't even say it, but
Birth defects on Melissa, right?
it's a birth defect.
Hey, Gigabilly, how you doing?
To see, my daddy was a sailor, my mama was a law, and by golly gee, Wally, I cuss like a sailor. Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
It isn't a Missy. You know, I'm kind of backwards and shy. And I just met Tanya.
Darn, Missy can't take her nowhere, I'll tell you.
And I was trying to, be on my best behavior. And I was backwards a little bit anyway. I hadn't even really started talking that much yet because it takes me a few minutes. And she gets on the boat. And I'm tied up to the dock. And I lean over to untie the rope off the anchor cleat. And there may have been a noise made.
I couldn't help it.
And I rose up and I looked at Tanya and I said, "Did you hear that?" And she said, "Not if you didn't want me to."
I tell you, that mouse on that Harley, it made a noise. I tell you, it just said.
That thing crawled underneath that dock.
Oh,
Lord.
that's how we met. Oh goodness.
I tell you, I'm not very ladylike. I even told Dominic from the get go, if you're looking for a lady, you're not finding one here. I'm not ladylike.
Oh.
Jody, they
But
want to know if you've ever fallen off the boat.
the rod holders have caught me a couple times, and I fell off the front of the boat. I had a loading. I was going up to the dock, and I always walk off the front, usually at this one spot, and my motor died. And I was real close to it, and I was already sitting up there anyway. And it was windy, so it shifted the boat, and I could just get 1 foot on the dock. 1 foot wasn't good enough.
Mm.
So I ended up jumping back on the front of the pontoon. And I was just hanging there. I still had the rope in my hand, but I couldn't let my boat go, you know. And this was in February of last year. And I fell off the boat, hit the pontoon going down. And when I landed, I was this deep in water. And I was scared crapless because I thought, oh my God, that could have been over my head, you know, when I finally got the boat. And my instant got Charlie horses too, I guess from the cold.
Oh yeah.
So if it'd been over my head, I couldn't swim anyway. But
No.
walked it back in to the ramp, pulled the boat, and it was cold. I can say it wasn't, and it hurt too. I didn't fish for like 3 weeks after that. I wasn't able to actually. It hurt me pretty bad. Hurt my legs and stuff. Bruised them up and cut them. The metal of the tunes, but it's. And then I made myself go out because I'm like, if I don't do it, then I'm gonna be scared. I'm gonna get myself scared out. So I made myself go fishing, and at the same place, and they have no trouble after that.
And I've only been on a boat 3 times in my lifetime, so I'm never. I guess I haven't fell off a boat. So, but like I said, I haven't been on it very much. And the 3 times I've ever been on a boat has been in this year.
Yeah.
I've never fallen out of a boat. I've fallen into a canoe.
That would
There
be
may
easy.
or may not have been alcohol involved.
Well.
Well, if there was. Johnny's mom Pepper said, "Oh my God, why you need a partner? I bet you hurt. Ouch."
It did hurt. I've got scars from it, actually, where it cut me.
Good
wanna
night,
know why-
adventure with goat.
I wonder why goat says yee yee instead of ba ba.
How come you don't say yeet yeet? Yeet yeet.
Because the sheep goes ba ba.
Mm-hmm.
That.
When I was in school, we had agriculture. We had farms and stuff, you know, and they was these sheep, and all us kids would stand around, you know, in the fields and stuff, just talking and stuff, and you wouldn't be paying attention, and these sheep would take off running and headbutt you in your leg and your thigh. It would hurt like crap. I mean, it hurt bad because you wasn't expecting it or nothing. And everybody just stand and laugh at you.
See, I grew up on a farm, and we had goats, and those goats would take their head and just hit you real hard. Even the baby calves would, the calves would do it too. They just take their head when they would be nursing and hit you real hard and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I milked cows by hand and all growing up.
When we go up to my aunt and uncle's farm in Wisconsin, they raised cows. I was little. I'd probably only been up there once, and I didn't remember it because I was so little. So the next time I went up, I was standing in the middle of the cow field, right? My brothers start yelling, "Come, boss." These cows start hoofing it to the barn. I'm in the middle of this cow stampede, and I'm running. My aunt and my uncle came out. they were white. They were so white that they looked like a ghost.
Mm.
My brother's got in so much trouble for that, but I got him back because there was a bee's nest going into the barn door. I took the slingshot and I hit it and it fell down right at their feet and they each got stung. And I was like, yes. See,
That
I
was
was the little one and I always got picked on, because I was the youngest and littlest.
mm,
And that was a payback day for sure.
see, my brother was always messing with me, and this one day he messed with me, and I decided to chase after him. So he took off running to get away from me. He went running through our barn, and as soon as he went through into one of the stalls, because he thought he'd be funny and running the stall and to jump over the fence to get away, he hit a big old pile, cow pie patty, and stuff, slid all through it, and he was covered head to toe. Mama had to spray him off with the water hose and all. He didn't mess with me no more.
I was picked on a lot when I was young because
I
I was
love
a
Granger
girl.
Smith too.
Mm. I didn't hear what you said, Robin.
Oh, I said I love Granger Smith too because Goat was talking about Granger Smith.
Oh, yeah.
But I was wondering if that was what that was.
Who is that?
It's a country singer.
Oh,
Well,
really?
it's a Christian singer too. What would you classify him as, Melissa?
I'm,
Country or Christian?
I'm not familiar with them. Fish in the Mid-South says, I still pick on you, Jody.
He's something, I tell you. Funny as can be. Never know what he's going to say.
See, I had bullies in school, and now I'm married to a bully, so I never left my bullies. Dominic's a big bully.
Now I heard the other way around, Tanya, that you were the bully and Dominic was the abused one in the relationship.
Whatever. Dominic is going against me. I'm fishing against Two Stem. He is doing everything in his power to help Two Stem beat me. Now, who's the bully? He's the bully. He's not even going to be my Joey because he's on Two Stem's side.
Who's going to be your Joey?
I don't know yet, but I'm going to find somebody else.
I don't know how you're going to beat him, Tanya. Honestly. Because if
Oh.
you pick amount of fish, he'll catch all those 1 and 2 pounders.
See, I'm still trying to figure out how I want to do it about either size or numbers, and I'm still torn on what I want to do. So I hadn't even discussed the rules with him yet.
If he's got his son with him, you're hurting.
Yeah, but I know people, and I travel, so
Yeah.
that's what's going to help me is I got to travel to go against them.
Mm-hmm.
So,
What do you think about JBT, Jody? Should I do numbers or should I do fish, the size of fish?
JBT is reduced to channel cats. So if you can get on a big cat, you can beat them. And I never see him catch a lot of fish either. But that don't mean he can't go. Don't let him do bullheads or none of that stuff.
yeah.
And he may have a spot where he can catch small ones. I always put a weight limit. It has to be at least 2 pounds for it counts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want one of the later dates so that I can pinpoint where I should fish. Because I'm going to be going up to north to like Anchorage Bay, St. Clair Shores, which is rivers attached to mine, but a distance away. And then I'm going to go south
Mm-hmm.
To Sandusky Bay.
Yeah. If you can get on big fish, I go by weight. Biggest fish, but he can catch like, you know, a 16, 20 pound channel cat if he's lucky. But he can't get nothing no bigger than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so the only information I get, even though I joined some fishing groups and stuff in my area,
Mm-hmm.
is the Ohio people are the only ones that really broadcast what's in my area.
Oh yeah.
There's not a lot of Michiganders that, tell you that their secrets.
Hey, Mid-South, how you doing?
There's not a lot of Michiganders that,
Hello.
I'm good.
tell you that Mid-South.
I just saw three pretty women on stage and had to come on.
Well,
Wow.
thank you.
You done partying for the night?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sound not convincing. You done partying for the night? I hear myself talking on someone's.
As me.
That was me. Rookie mistake.
Well, I had the TV going. I hit mute thing, but it didn't mute you. Apparently,
you
you're
are?
larger than, you're stronger than the mute button.
Yeah.
John Wiggs. Yeah, I realize size is a number. All right, so number of fish caught or weight of fish caught?
If you can
Well,
get
if you're
on,
going against channels, you want to do weight.
because that's all JBT's got.
Yeah, because channels don't get all that big, so that's
He catches big channels. He's got some lake records, but I'm not saying he can't catch a 16-pounder. But if you can get it on a 25-pounder, you got him beat.
yeah.
I think I should be able to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And Tanya, just poke a big bunch of holes in the bottom of Stan 2's boat, you win.
Today, during the live and stuff too, Stan's like, yeah, you can go fish with Stan 3 and Dominic's gonna come with me. I was like, oh, we got you then. I go out with
Oh,
Stan
yeah.
3, we definitely got you.
Yeah, take the young buck out of it. Yeah, that's the way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go hide all the FOA rods and everything. But see, CatCon, I am buying him some catfish and bringing him some Diet Mountain Dew, and that he's supposed to let me win because that's his kryptonite. I'm supposed to give him that. He's gonna let me win. Not really, but
Hey, Dale. Hey, Slip.
So
Well,
you're
I mean-
saying 2 stands is easy to bribe.
Hey, I'm just going to say every time Jody goes up against the guy lets her win because she's pretty. Just,
oh,
Nobody lets
Just-
me do anything.
gonna
Jody a
say-
beast.
I take
Jody outfishes the men.
Jody
on
has
her
never beaten me
own.
fishing.
Doesn't
Ooh,
that beat you?
No, well, I mean, I have to go fishing first.
Exactly.
Watch it.
You could beat me in sunfish.
There you go. I got that beautiful ditch.
That's right. He stocks it every year.
No, they're just green sunfish and they love rocks, and
Mm-hmm.
it's amazing. You see the bottom and like nothing there, and you throw bait and they just crawl out from under the rocks like they're just
Mhm.
piranhas
Yep.
on a good day.
Mm-hmm. Do you
I want to
think?
get Sunfish King on bluegills or on sunfishes. Oh my God, he tore us up. I had over 100 and something of them, and I only got up into the 40s. I was like, what?
Hey, 40 is a good day anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he tore us up with over 100.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
were
I
they
mean,
either
I thought my
sizes?
ditch was going to do good in the panfish challenge, and then Dockery just sat there and pulled pulled them left and right. I'm glad he didn't have two rods.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
John
Yes,
Orla can do it. I'm sorry, Jody. Go ahead.
You not get tired of catching them, reeling that many in?
it's a sad story. Would you like a Kleenex?
I get tired of catching that many.
See, I don't. I love to catch though, so I like fishing, but I really like to catch. So
My little ditch, when I'm having a bad run, I go down there and they're like, no, you can still catch fish. They ain't big, but you can still catch fish.
Yeah.
John
Over
Orla caught
600?
600 fish in 7 hours.
Wow.
John can catch
Must have
them.
been the pimp
That
hat.
out.
Yeah.
He lost his pit hat. He's gonna have to get him another one.
Oh, so now
He
it's
lost it
like he
out
got hit with
fishing.
kryptonite.
Hmm.
I couldn't believe you caught that many. I don't know how you do that. I mean, I've never been anywhere you catch that many fish like that.
Oh,
I know.
I tell you, in Texas, you get into a boil of white bass. Oh my goodness!
Hmm.
Every cast, 2 or 3 of them.
Kind of like when my skipjack's hitting.
Yeah, exactly. But I
Mhm.
mean, I remember I was on Lake Louisville one day, and me and a buddy, we were in different boats, and we're like, "What is going on over there?" We went over there. I swear it was acres of those things boiling,
Hmm.
and I'd never seen it. I'd heard of boiling before, but I'd never seen it until I got to Texas. I was like, "Oh my goodness!" Because I mean, it's a feeding frenzy.
Yeah.
And if you ever run into one of those, get you a bait down below below those white bass, because the
Mhm.
catfish are looking for left behinds.
Yeah. That's true.
Hey, poor Chop. I just now noticed he's in the chat.
No, he's such a pretty man.
Hey, poor Sizzle.
I need to know where he got his Jody wig, because I need one of them.
Yeah. Pork chop, greasy, greasy. Putting you in a dress was easy, easy.
Oh,
I just hope he wasn't easy while he was in that dress.
That was actually
you
a
never
nice.
know.
I saw it at Walmart. He wasn't even in a dress; he's in a nightgown. But I let it slide. The wig pulled it off.
Hey, he's
One
such
day
a
I'm gonna
good
pull your
sport.
wig off.
It is a wig. You just don't know that?
I know it's attached to the hat. You never take the hat off because it's
It's
attached to the hair.
It's hair extensions.
I'm gonna say Jody bald. She don't have no hair.
That ain't true. I'm bald and I can't extend what ain't there.
She only got about 3 or 4 pieces of hair up there. She just puts that thick weave on it.
No, it's that spray on here that they used to do.
Yeah, that powder stuff.
I caught 2 fish, a 2 and a 2.5 pounder. Thank you very much. On strawberry chicken. I was
So what you're saying is you beat pork chop with 4.5 pounds of fish. 2 whole fish you caught. Pork chop, you fish as bad as I do, sir. Or ma'am.
Oh,
Poor
Hello,
Chop be
Susquehanna
looking for.
Stan. I just wanted to say Susquehanna.
I'm hungry again. Wow.
Throwing the
So
wood.
Stan, do
Right.
like me and just eat 1 meal a day from the time you get up to the time you go to bed.
Poor Chop. He always looking for a bruising though. He always challenging somebody.
He backed off for a little while. I think he had a problem with his leg or something. But I think he's now. But his water's froze. It ain't gonna do him no good to start.
Yeah, because there for a while, Poor Chop was going against people left and right.
Mm-hmm.
He was going after Dominic for a while.
Yeah.
Sorry, my dogs are barking. Can you hear them?
Mm-hmm.
I barely.
Hey,
Melissa is on point with all the links tonight.
She always is.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a superstar.
Mm-hmm. She is. She's really good at
Superstar.
it.
Superstar.
She next year I'm gonna try my best to get her nominated for supporter of the year too.
Yeah.
How did I not get nominated for Troll of the Year? I'm just
And her
me
and
and G.
Soul Rush, they support everybody.
Yeah. There are so many people worthy of nominations, so for real.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I joined and Melissa leaves. That's
I'm
kind of
a
like my love life. I show up and every woman leaves.
Oh my goodness. Night, Miss Melissa.
What does that tell you, Mid South?
Well, if you see me dance, you'd understand.
See, I don't dance.
She
I'm
boogie.
I dance to the voices in my head.
I'm ashamed to dance. I get embarrassed to stuff like that.
All right, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
If there's other people dancing, nobody cares. I mean, you may feel like people care. I don't really care.
Yeah.
See, I love dancing, but I get embarrassed easily, so I don't do it. And usually when I'm around people, I love the silly dance.
Yeah.
I will pick up a chair and dance with it.
See,
What?
Hey, I ain't scared.
The chair is.
Yeah.
Hey, it's got 4 good-looking long legs and a nice seat.
won't let you down. It'll always
Doesn't
follow
step on my
you.
toes or nothing.
Hey, Valerie. And don't back talk.
Nope. And you don't have to worry about stepping on his feet.
There you go.
And you don't have to give it a drink or feed it.
Exactly.
Cheapest date you'll have.
Hi, Valerie. What are you doing with 50 cents? You rich?
Love this, Valerie.
Just
Dad.
rubbing in the fact she got more money than I do.
Mm-hmm.
So, Jody, tell us about your lower unit because that looked like some ugly, ugly chocolate milk today.
It looked like
Hello,
my
Ronnie.
water, don't it?
That was horrible.
He said that the water pump wasn't working and it blowed all those seals up there. And he's going to buy those seals around the prop too. He ordered a bunch of stuff.
Wow. Now, you don't keep your motor tilted up, do you? When it's at home?
No.
Okay. Because I thought with the pontoon, you probably left it level, but people with like bass boats and stuff, we always, or most other boats, you tilt the motor up on your trailer unit. And during the winter, the water can get in there and then it freezes and, expands and it can pop stuff apart that is not good.
Yeah. I don't know what happened to it. It was still running fine though.
Well, you probably ran over one of Brian B's lines and got all that mono tied up around the seal and,
Nope. Never done that. It didn't make no noise or anything, but it started just shooting that foam back out again.
Yeah, that's ugly.
Yeah.
Man, did you
Mid-South,
see?
thank you for saying that about storing your motor when it's wintertime because I'm going to be a new boat owner.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
And that's good to know.
Yeah, Susquehanna it's the impeller that needs to be changed every other year. Or yeah, they're not that hard. It's a piece of rubber. It looks like a little star or something.
Yeah.
But it just spins and it gets wore out. But if you leave it too long, it breaks apart up in there, and then you get little chunks into the motor. It's not fun.
But that's not what causes the foam.
No, that's water and oil. Because water and oil don't mix.
That was brand new oil too. It was just put in the day before.
What the oil that came out look like?
It wasn't nothing wrong with it. It was fine.
Who put the oil in it?
I'd rather not say.
Okay, because when you fill the lower unit, you fill it from the bottom up.
Yeah.
and until it comes up top, you just put it in and the vacuum kind of holds it in. You get the bottom plug in. But yeah. Yeah, Stan, I was just, pointing out because, people say water pump. And like, yeah, we think of cars where you actually have a real water pump. It's a little thing that goes around the shaft, the shaft of the motor on the top down.
Hmm.
Yeah, Ronnie, that's what I was thinking too. Could have been Jody that did it. She didn't want to admit it to it. I don't know.
Jody will never tell.
I actually changed it because she let me in order to, get ready for my motor. So I'm sorry, Jody, but thanks for James for taking
Nope.
care of you.
James didn't change the oil.
I know I did.
Hello, Lance.
Ronnie, I know. Keep it a secret, Ronnie. Ronnie
Come on,
knows. Ronnie
Oh,
knows everything about me.
oh, well, if
Uh-oh.
Ronnie
Ronnie
knows who
knows
did
so
it,
much.
and it wasn't Jody, I got a pretty good idea who it was.
Ronnie knows everything. If you want to know something about me, ask Ronnie, because I guarantee you he knows.
Oh, hey, Ronnie, is she a good kisser?
Oh my God!
Sorry, Jody.
Hey, Kelly.
It's never too early in the morning to make enemies. Oh, Jody. I embarrassed her. I embarrassed her.
Poor Jody.
Pork chop, that's for you, brother.
Oh, Lordy.
That's better than having to wear a nightgown and that wig.
You're awful.
Thank you.
Jody,
Based on
Jody,
something, ain't it?
you told him that asked if anybody wanted to know anything.
Jody
Oh,
is plotting her revenge on me now.
my face hurts. I'm so fresh. Oh.
Love you, Valerie. I love that one. Good shade of red there, Jody.
Oh.
Jody is kind of speechless at this point.
I didn't think that's possible.
Mid-South, way to be a showstopper.
Johnny
Jody,
said,
your
I
mom's
know,
not
Jody.
watching.
I need a drink.
Don't do it. That's what got me where I am right now.
Hey, Rob Fox. Hi, Kelly Experience. Hi, Lance.
Lance.
Howdy, howdy.
Must have missed that. Hello, Tim Redenbaugh.
Howdy, Tim.
Thank you, Valerie.
What Valerie say?
There's the blooper of the year nomination for next year.
You know one blooper I was just shocked didn't make it on there was whenever Mr. Parker lost his britches. That's the blooper I thought. I mean, I know he's nominated and stuff for where he fell out of the chair and stuff. But I'm just so shocked that blooper was not the one that got pulled for him.
My favorite one is the dog dancing, humping.
Yeah, that
The
is pretty
what?
good too.
He did a video where he's dressed up all in black. He's all slicked up, He was doing that Sid challenge maybe. And their dog that passed away come out and started dancing, and he started humping in the middle of the song. Just standing there.
Yeah, it's a
Okay,
video
did
on
the
his
dog
page.
start to humping, or did John start?
The dog starts humping.
The dog did this. There, this
Yeah.
spot there and there. Murray is the one that made that video. I think I said that. I hope I said the right name.
Yeah, I laughed and cried when I saw that dog doing that. He stole the show.
You sure that wasn't J Dog dressed up as John Parker's puppy?
You can't make stuff like that up. These bloopers that happen, they're really real. You can't make stuff like that up. It's just too funny. John's a hoot, though. You never know what's going to come out of him.
Mhm.
Or which
Danny
end?
Parker is, or Danny Parker, Danny Stone is like, he's come out of his shell, at least around me. He's really hysterical.
Danny ain't never been in no shell.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
He's all the way out there.
When he first come on, I was teaching him how to stream and everything. And like he'd asked me to come on panel, and I'm like, "Hey, but you can't talk because he'd never shut up." And I'm like, I said, rule number one, I said, and when you invite somebody to come on panel, you have to pause and give them a chance to talk. I said, you can't talk the whole time. You got somebody up there with you for a reason. He's like, okay, sis, I'll try better.
I've been fishing with Danny Stone when we were all skipjack fishing at the dam.
Mm-hmm.
Danny, Parker Pursuits, Fishing and Freedom, Weekend Angler, all of us that day. Alicia Barnett,
Mm-hmm.
What dam was this?
Kentucky Dam, there in Calvert City, Kentucky.
Oh. 'Cause
It's
Danny's only a couple
part of the
hours away from
Tennessee
me.
River.
Danny's a couple hours away from me. I keep thinking about, wanting to go up there, and then I remember he likes to, fish in the morning. Ain't no reason to get up early in the weekends.
What?
What?
I'm up early every day.
Hey, that's your sin, not mine.
Well, I was off on vacation. I did work on my sleep, and some days I would try to sleep to 12. I just lay there and make myself go back to sleep. Now, I do feel more rested.
Mhm.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
It's always a good thing to feel more rested.
I don't think I fell asleep on a line in 2 or 3 weeks either.
I don't know that's a bragging point, honey.
Hey,
It is for me.
it is a program.
I tried to a time or two, but I didn't get to. I had
Did y'all get a
sleep.
chance to watch the live of Two Stands today from the River Boys?
I watched some of it, not all of it.
They kept saying Freddie, and I finally had to look up the screen. Like, oh yeah, Freddie's there. I ain't heard a word out of him. That's
They had him
a
muted.
strange one. Oh, I'll do it.
He was having wind issues, wasn't he?
Yeah, well, then everybody was also paying. No, it was Brian B to be muted.
Brian B had that one boat that just. I don't know how he didn't lose his cool with that.
Oh, I would have been livid if that would have been me on the boat and that boat done that. Whew, talking about me, the sailor coming out me, yep.
Yep.
How many of
Thinking
it?
they
I
couldn't.
mean, it went over his lines. Did it tangle any of them up?
It didn't look like it did, but yeah,
Luckily, they didn't pull all of them into the water.
I would have taught that boy some new words.
Okay.
If somebody ever gets tied up, if your line gets tied up with somebody's prop, you just let the line out that runs out. Just be there to cut the line as soon as it runs out, so that it doesn't pull the rod in the water. Let them have all of it.
Mm-hmm.
Get that up around their seal. They'll stop that garbage. Hello, Steve Adams.
I doubt they'd stop at the end too. They'd just cut it off and be like, "Oh well."
Yeah, but the mono can eat away at your seals because it Everything's spinning back there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's one of the ones that you wish you'd have a 10-ounce sinker on ready to just throw out there and hit that boat with it.
Who's to say he
The
didn't get
sinker I would
one?
have been using is weight in grains. I added a few extra holes to that boat.
Yeah.
I almost hit one by accident one time. It went between me and the bank, and I wasn't expecting it to. And I cast, and it was gonna hit him perfect. You could see his face, like, because it was coming right at him, and I touched my little finger on the line and stopped it. But I should have nailed him for minutes.
It's Lance McCooguy.
Hey, Lance.
I've been like, well, I didn't have no control over it. I didn't know how to stop it.
Hey, Steve Adams.
Hey, Steve.
Pork chop fishes everywhere, except where there's fish.
Oh.
Ooh,
Hey,
smack.
At the end, he
Mm.
wasn't getting on fish, though, if you remember.
He did there at the end. He started getting on them.
The last couple of tournaments he's in, he was starting to catch them.
Didn't he
David
catch up
Smith.
to like 6 pounds one day or something in fish?
Yeah, on my show, I believe he caught one over 5 pounds.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm talking about too.
Yeah.
See, I would
I was
love
like,
to
what?
fish on Jody's show, but she starts at 9 p.m. Central. I'm like, that's bedtime for my old self.
Well,
Jody,
she's
look at
going to
what
Friday
David Smith
nights
wrote.
now.
Yeah, on Friday night, it's from 8 to 12.
I'm supposed to have dates. I mean, none of the women have figured out I'm supposed to have dates, but I keep trying to tell them. They're
Yeah,
like, nah, I'm good.
I work Monday through Friday, and I have to get up 5:30 every morning, so I couldn't stay up for Jody's show on Thursdays. I catch the first maybe 30 minutes, and then I was out.
May have scared me enough to pee a little. What are my chances to get the truth of what happened? Of what? We've talked about so much stuff, it's untelling.
Yeah, there's been so much stuff talked about and done. So sorry about making you pee on yourself that way.
Yeah, Jody said that Ronnie knows everything about it. If you want to know anything, just ask him. So I asked him if she's a good kisser. And poor Jody. Oh, I didn't know I could embarrass her that much.
Yeah, that's what it was. I never forgot about that.
And
No,
Bob
you didn't.
said,
You're going to get me back at CatCon, I know.
She's going to sock you. No one's going to stop her.
There'll be a line of people wanting to sock me.
Get one of them to the moon.
Yeah,
Don't
and
forget
beyond.
Stanford punch. Anybody watch Buck Williams' video today? He had a premiere.
I didn't get to see it, Buck. I'll have to go rewatch it or watch it on replay.
Steve Adams watched it. There you go.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'll have to watch it.
I've never done
Yeah.
a premiere. I've always wanted to, but I had to make a video first.
I was out chasing beautiful women and they ran too fast.
Oh,
Hate it when that happens.
where was you chasing them at?
Everywhere.
That's
I
your
mean,
problem.
they go walking through my neighborhood. I thought they wanted somebody to hit on them. Turns out they did not. They have these special whistles that they blow.
Hey, Keith.
Lord.
Hot lips Jody.
I don't know
And
about
Keith.
that.
Poor Jody.
James is
pretty
not
hat you
going to
got,
like
Jody.
this one.
Well, thank you.
You should bring one of those to CatCon. See if you can find a bald guy that needs a hat. Actually, CatCon will be full of bald guys.
I mean, for cooking.
Well, I think it's Dustin.
Oh my goodness.
I got a bigger head than Dustin.
Okay.
And he's way
Not
more married than I
going
am.
Oh
Just
goodness.
CatCon. Somebody told me he got a personal pass to CatCon from Steve Douglas.
Ooh.
That he was showing it during tournament. I didn't see it.
Oh,
Stan?
you're talking about the VIP pass that he got.
Mhm.
Oh, I thought they just bought those.
Yeah,
Oh, he bought it.
yeah.
I assume
You can
so.
buy 'em. Then he ordered him one too. He had a regular one, and then he went and ordered a VIP one.
Yeah, I did too for my husband and I.
It
I was
comes
gonna.
with your name on it. You don't have to stand in the line. You can just walk in. Yeah, all kinds of perks with it.
What'd you buy one for your husband for? I thought you didn't like him no more.
For 32 years, I've been with the man. I better
Oh,
like him.
I'm sorry. That was Robin. I was thinking it was Tanya that was talking. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, I
Sorry.
have a real big Southern accent on me.
I'm down in the South, but you don't have a Southern accent.
See, Dominic don't like me.
He doesn't? Well, just get good life insurance on him. We'll fix that.
Oh, I've got that too. You know, I'm just biding my
There
time.
you
No.
go.
Ronnie, he's one of my friends. His name's
Who,
Minson.
me?
Yeah, he want to know who you was.
I'm a friend.
Yeah.
Yay, me. I don't think anybody ever called me a friend before.
Cause you gotta have friends.
Hey, I
Yeah,
thought it was you gotta have money.
gotta
I
have
ain't got none of
friends.
that.
You ain't gotta have money. Money
So,
makes it
Robin, darling, I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm sorry. I'm a Southern boy. I say darling and honey and stuff, and I mean no disrespect, but what part of the South are you from?
I'm not from the South. I'm actually from Michigan.
Okay.
I'm a Yankee.
Hmm.
Well, okay. So it was Tanya that said she had. I can't keep track of nothing. I'm stupid.
Everybody says I sound Southern. I don't hear it.
No, I've talked to a couple of ladies from Alabama, and it's like, oh my goodness, could you please just finish the sentence? But they sound so cute when they don't talk much or fast or whatever.
That's a
Yeah,
southern draw. My daughter used to do that. She got made fun of so much when she went to college that she kind of changed the way she talked.
I work in a call center, and everybody starts giggling at me as soon as they start talking because they're like, "Oh, I love your accent," and I'm like, "What accent? I sound just like you." And they're like, "No, honey, you do not." I'm like, "Yes, I do."
That's
So
what I.
Ronnie's your shed daddy.
Yeah, he's shed daddy.
Oh, Jody turned into Dustin.
I know I saw that.
I am. I was trying to eat
Dustin's
this
always
turkey the other
changing
night.
her picture. So does Trophy Seekers. He does it too.
Ah,
I love Becca's accent. She definitely got an original one.
I
Oh,
love
she
her
does, that
accent.
girl.
she got a sweet little accent.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a short today. It was one about this guy asking, for you ladies down south, if I broke into your home, what would you do? And this cute southern lady comes on and she goes, boy, you know, down south, we guard our houses with dogs and pew pews. So you can either make a decision and make it smart. Now, I want to tell you, make it smart because you can.
They cut her out.
Mm.
I must have got R-rated there. She lost the part of it.
Well, see, now I know my dream woman when I meet her. I'm gonna say, honey, if I broke in your house, what would you do? And she says, fix me biscuit and gravy. Then I'd go, yep, 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 that's my girl. The one thing I hate on this low carb diet, I'm like, no biscuits and gravy.
No biscuits.
I could make some good biscuit and gravy too.
Rustic Outdoor sticker. Time to play the game.
What kind of game we gonna play?
It must be a fishing game.
Oh, I don't know how to fish.
I can teach you. I
I
think.
bet you could. Problem is, you'd want a side bet, and I'd look like an idiot. More like an idiot.
Nah.
Hey, you didn't have to kick Robin off. That's just mean.
That's lost service.
She had to because she was telling her little story and it just started sounding like a robot and then nothing.
Yep.
Oh, see y'all later. I'm going to Valerie's house.
She got biscuits and gravy.
Mm. Hey, Valerie, you missed one thing. We mean sausage or bacon gravy. Why not sausage and bacon gravy?
That's
Same.
disgusting. You know what's even more disgusting? Bologna gravy.
Oh my God.
Oh, I've never heard of such.
My mom used to make it.
Really?
Yeah, I guess because we was poor, maybe, and all we had maybe was some bologna instead of sausage or bacon. And there's a bunch of us, and she'd cut up bologna and throw in the gravy for meat, I guess.
That's
I
probably-
hated that. That was just so disgusting.
I would have been like, plain gravy, please.
I don't like being surprised when I eat something.
That's the one thing about the South we like. Oh, we do fried bologna sandwiches and bologna. I'm like, oh no bologna. No,
I
I'm
like
sorry.
bologna biscuit, but not in my gravy. I don't like hot dogs for breakfast either, fried.
I don't either.
Well, now, what you doing using bait for breakfast?
You cut the hot dog in half and you fry it, and then that's your meat for your breakfast.
But you could catch fish on that and put them in the gravy. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Tell you what's really good on fried catfish is some etouffee.
Some what?
Etouffee, crawfish, and I don't know what's in it, but
I eat that in New Orleans. You know where I got it at? I went into Walmart and they had etouffee pies or something. Crawdad etouffee pies. And it's just like $1 a piece. And I got 2 of them and I left. And them was the best thing I ate while I was down there.
yeah, I used to go to the Paul Dean buffet at Harrah's down in Tunica, and they had some good etouffee there, and I'd take the catfish because they fried it a little crispy for my taste, and
Yeah.
smothered and something like, that's heaven.
Mm-mm.
Corned beef gravy, Buck. I have lost all respect for you. I'm
Who
sorry.
are you? Just who are you, Buck?
Somebody done stole his account, and I don't know.
Now I put corned beef in my vegetable soup instead of hamburger. It's really good.
See, corned beef is a acquired taste.
Mm-hmm.
Like bologna.
Bologna.
See, I'll do bologna over corned beef. I don't care for corned beef too much.
I had a bologna sandwich and Doritos.
I'll take the Doritos.
And
I like putting the Doritos on the sandwich itself.
Can't you?
I even microwaved the bologna. I didn't fry it.
I remember when I was a kid, my dad would have mom make some brains and eggs. Now, Dad was a Chicago boy. I don't know what, when he came down south, he decided, and I'd eat brains and eggs until one day I understood what's in brains and eggs. Because I was like, who would put brain? I'm like, oh my goodness, they sell canned pork. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
One of those. You just don't want to know how the sausage is made. Yep. What you drinking there, Jody? How many
Pepsi.
locos are there?
When I stopped and got gas this evening, I went into a Walmart gas station, whatever they're called. And they had 4 Loko sitting there. It was a Sour Patch Kid, I think. 4
Oh, that
Loko.
just sounds nasty.
I like Sour Patch Kids, so I bet that's good.
And
In
I'm like,
alcohol?
Hey.
It was supposed to be blue sour, I think.
Mm.
Blue raspberry, maybe. But it was Sour Patch Kid one. And I'm like, what in the world? That's such a coincidence. I would have never noticed something like that, but I had to sign up for it and everything.
Well, you should have bought a case of them and come on your live stream and drink some Four Locos.
There's no way I could cut it. I can barely eat a Sour Patch Kid because they're too sour.
You're not supposed to eat kids anyway.
Called cannibalism.
Mhm.
Corned beef sandwiches for 50 cents. I'm cheap. I would do that.
Valerie says Mike Fisherhome says the sour ones are bad.
Mm-hmm. The watermelon ones aren't that bad. They got a special bag of just watermelon.
Yeah, the place I go to watch bands, on one night they have a White Claws for $2. So I thought, hey, I'll try a White Claw. It's like, oh my goodness, ugh.
Someone taught me into getting a White Claw.
You need better friends.
They's like, you need to live a little, try new things. You've been sheltered all this time. Go out and get a pack of White Claws and some apples, because I like apple juice, some kind of an apple drink.
An appletini?
No, it's like in a bottle, hard apple cider maybe or something, Jack's or something like that. I never opened the Jack's, and I tried one White Claw and poured it out. I couldn't cut it.
But there's these seltzers. I don't get it. But that's just me.
Yeah, I just don't. I could cut moonshine a lot easier than I could that kind of stuff.
Yeah, no, they make some good moonshine.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, now that they're actually trying to make it more legal and stuff, and mass producing it as opposed to in your
Yeah.
backyard.
I've went all these years without drinking. Why start now?
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I did all my drinking when I was younger.
And I
Maybe.
don't. You have to acquire a taste for it. Why make myself learn to like something?
Okay, that's my argument with cigarettes. It's like, that's expensive habit.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't dogging on anybody that smokes. I'm just because I did when I was in high school, but I look at them like, why pick up a habit that is A, not wonderful to have, B, is not good for your health, and C, ain't cheap.
Mm-hmm.
Not cheap at all. I used to smoke and whew, I loved it when I quit. I saved a whole lot of money.
Yeah, I remember one time I went to go see my grandmother, and I stayed with her. And after a week, came home, opened the bag, my luggage when I got home, and had to take it outside because it was, oh Lord, everything in it smelled horrible. Had to throw it in the washer and stuff.
But
was
that's funny.
Smoke.
Do what?
Your stuff was stinking from smoke smell?
Oh yeah, because Grandma smoked those ugly generic like pyramid or I don't know, whatever was the cheapest thing. Oh.
Yeah.
The pyramid cigarettes.
Yeah.
My mom used to smoke those.
Hey, crazy hillbilly.
Howdy.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me. Oh, I'm the crazy redneck. My bad.
Run. Chowto.
Chata. Yeah, see, I've not tried Fireball yet because I'm doing keto, and I looked up. It's like 30 something
Ooh,
carbs per
firebar
shot.
burns going down.
I've tasted that.
Well, see, that's kind of like one of the songs everybody likes to dance to is Tennessee whiskey. You smooth as Tennessee whiskey. I'm like, when I drink Tennessee whiskey, you pour it down your throat, your eyes water, your throat burns. You about ready to cry, and then after you finally go, but then you're like, man. Kind of like I forget who sang it. The song "You're the Reason God Made Oklahoma." Thought it was a love song until I went to Oklahoma. Like,
Yeah.
man, you just dogging her.
Lord.
No offense to our friends in Oklahoma. I think I'm funny. Voices in my head laugh every now and then. Send all the hate mail to Jody.
All the hate mail.
P.O. Box BR549.
Here comes the stalkers.
You know, everybody's like, you get monetized, you get 1,000, and think you're making all this money. If I got a live feed, sometimes I make 50 cents. But most of my live feeds, I don't even monetize because we talk about stuff we like this, and you can't monetize.
What have we said?
Huh?
What have we said bad?
If you talk about alcohol or weapons or politics, any of that stuff,
Oh, really? Dang.
it asks you before, like, because I've had so many, pull it to say it make me go and answer those questions. See if we've talked about it anywhere I can hit monetize.
Lord.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what they have against politics. I mean, if the ticks want to be polyamorous, it's their own business.
Yeah.
Dang.
My wife and sister-in-law loves it. I'm just hoping that, David, that your wife and sister-in-law ain't the same person. Depends on if you're down south or not. They could be. Just saying. That's what I love about living in Tennessee. We border 8 states, and then it's like we can make the same jokes about Mississippi, Arkansas, Alabama, Kentucky. And they make the same jokes about us, so it all works out.
David, I ain't never been drunk. I'd be afraid to.
Ooh,
Oh,
I've been drunk.
I told a woman once to drink till I was handsome in the bar. I had to carry her out in a stretcher. Never did get handsome either. Dang
Oh,
it.
goodness.
Which you don't drink to get drunk anyway, do you?
That's the best way to get drunk. Yes.
Yes.
Is that the whole reason for drinking, to get drunk?
Yes.
Not always. It depends, right? I mean, some people have a beer or two or a glass of wine with dinner, but some people just, yeah.
Some people crave getting that drunk feeling. I've been drunk, but I don't care to be drunk because I want to be able to pay attention to my surroundings. I'll be afraid I missed out on something.
That's exactly my problem. I'm like, I don't like drugs, even, prescription, painkillers that I've had at times legally, because it's like, I don't like not feeling in control of the situation.
Yeah. I want to always be in control. I don't want to don't have control over it. I want to be able to, if I need to run, I need to run.
Oh, come on, Tanya. Tell me you ain't ever had to apologize for things you don't remember. College was fun.
I've never been but not that drunk. No, I've never have. I've
I
always
don't know what
still
college you didn't go to
remembered.
then.
I don't want to be impaired where I can't protect myself if that's my
What you
thing.
got a husband for?
But when I did all my drinking, I wasn't with my husband. So
Huh.
this is before I ever met him. I had stopped drinking by the time I met him. We've been together for 13 years, so.
That's the only way I'm ever going to find a wife to get her drunk.
Oh my goodness. In my early 20s, I went to clubs and I drunk that way, or went to some parties and drunk that way. But yeah, I never cared for it much.
Buck, we don't have crescent wrenches down here. We have monkey wrenches.
Crescent wrench.
Yeah,
Oh gosh.
that's kind of like the old thing. Let's see. If it says you're fat, you say, yeah, and you're ugly, but I can lose weight and you're still gonna be ugly tomorrow.
Yeah.
Gosh, I was sitting here just reading through some of these.
Yeah, I know. There was something else.
Lord.
And Buck, if channel locks can't get it off, you don't need it.
Yeah, channel locks is a pretty good tool.
Jody, you paying the parking meter, darling? She's back.
I was checking fingernail polish, but
You're sniffing fingernail polish? Okay.
I was shaking. I was going to paint my fingernails. But
Don't do that. Pork chop will get jealous because you ain't painting his too.
Oh,
order for you.
I got a quarter for you. I don't know what that means. Oh, call someone who cares. Got it. Okay.
No, he bounces his head, bounce him off someone's head or something like that.
Oh,
It's off some movie.
Chris, you funny. You know that we only use SAE imperial measurements here. We don't use them dang foreign stuff.
American crescent wrench.
We use that metric nonsense.
Do you know metric?
I heard he was a pretty good dude. I know what metric is.
I mean, I measure my fish in millimeters.
I know like yards and feet like that in metric. That's the only thing.
That's not metric, honey. That's imperial.
No, that's in track.
Meters. Meters is metric.
Yeah. That's what I said.
Millimeters. You said yards and feet.
I know how to do metric in yards and feet because I would have to switch it back and forth.
Ah, okay. Conversions. There you go.
Yeah, because nobody else could know what the meters was, and they said, "Well, how far was it?" And then I had to switch, put it back and forth for them.
You just search that Google Earth calculator, tell you.
I probably didn't have a phone at that time.
Oh, back when math actually mattered. Okay.
I used to be really good at math.
Oh.
Not so much anymore.
Well, you seem to be really good at the greater thans because everything you teach is greater than somebody else's. And then they got to wear dresses and wigs.
Yeah. Actually, I bet Pork Chop bet me something, and like the last 30 minutes of one of my challenges, like a chump, I took it, and I lost to him.
Oh no!
What'd you have to do?
Sing the Barney song.
I remember that.
Did you own it?
I sung it. Yeah.
No, not just singing. Kind of like when Uncle Josh did the catwalk on LG's dock. Own it.
No, I just stood there and sang it.
No, you got to have fun with that.
I was on the spot. I just had lost.
I do remember you having to take a dive off that same dock.
Jody, didn't you make Pork Chop dressed up like Barney and sing the song too?
Yeah.
I thought that was you that had him do that.
That's not fair because it's one thing if it's costume you can use again. Ain't nobody ever going out in Barney. That's just wasted money.
Jody, crazy hillbilly, wants to know how your dog's doing.
I technically don't have dogs. My daughters have 2 dogs here, and they're doing good though. I'm not getting a dog.
Buck says he's got screenshots of you in white from where you lost.
Yeah,
Jody
hate
wears
it.
white.
I hated every second of that.
I
Wow.
thought that white looked so good on you.
Yeah.
No jokes. I think that white
Like
looked
a
really
wedding
good on you.
dress.
No.
Nope,
No.
it was no wedding dress, but she was in white.
She gonna wear a black wedding dress, I figure.
She
Like some
probably
black
could.
shirts. You know, I feel kind of stupid. I don't think Alicia's here, but I won one of Pontoon Jody's shirts, and they only went up to 3X. I was like, well, it can fit me. So I had her send it to Alicia instead. Now I could actually wear it. It was one of them glittery ones too.
I can send you a Pontoon Jody shirt.
We just bring all kinds of Pontoon Jody merchandise to CatCon. I mean, I can pay you
Okay.
for it, but you know,
That,
I'll
you
take
know, that,
freebies.
that
I
ain't no
would.
far away, is it?
It ain't. I mean, I'd wear a tampon T-shirt or Tampax T-shirt if you know if it's free. I ain't scared.
Oh, bull.
Yeah, I won one of Jody's shirts.
Only took you 2 months to get it.
I finally wore it like a couple weeks ago to the doctor's office.
Yeah.
That thing is comfortable.
Did you notice they glow in the dark?
No, I didn't notice. I'm going to turn the light off. I'm going to go dig it out.
Yeah.
I did not notice that.
Mm-hmm.
I would have
No,
noticed it if because I had planned on wearing it fishing. So if I had went and not fished, I would have noticed it then. But since I wore it during the day at the doctor's, I did not.
did it come with catfish slime already on it, or you have to add
It
yourself?
did. I was wondering it. I was like, man, somebody done snotted on my shirt. No.
Hi,
Man,
Dan.
I'm getting slimed up. Hey, Dan. That's what he likes, I guess.
Well, you know, anything. I'll wear anything that's free.
Oh my God, please don't say that.
I'd even wear a Brian B T-shirt.
Poor Brian.
Oh, I pick on people that don't mean anything.
Man, I can't.
Unless it's Dan. Dan, I mean it when I say stuff to him.
Yeah, Dan. I mean,
Yeah, bully.
Guys can't pick on my friend animal.
Why can't he?
Don't lie to us. We
He
know Dan
walks
ain't got
in
no
this-
friends.
He walks in this Chatty's fair game.
So Dan, you kept your jack strap all these years from high school. There's more wrong with you than there is with me, my friend.
Oh my God, animal. I bet you're gonna wear that, huh? You said you wear free stuff.
I'd probably wear it as a hat.
Oh, God.
Lord.
Need to go back and start asking. I forgot his name now. The guy about how you kiss.
Oh my goodness.
If you missed that one, Dan, well, you need to rewind to that one. That was pretty good. Jody was like 3 shades of red and all kinds of embarrassed.
Yes, she was.
I can't believe you asked something like that.
Yes, you can.
No, I couldn't. I was shocked.
It's on you, honey, not me.
I'm like, what is going through his head? I swear.
The whole time Jody was sitting there saying, yeah, if you want to know anything about me, just ask them. And I'm like, Jody, you're setting yourself up. You're setting yourself up. And then about that time he said, well, I might have to see how about you kissing. I'm like, oh my gosh, I knew it was coming.
Well, she had Robin and you on for so long, she got used to having, you know, like normal, decent people on there and forgot that I'd come in.
I still don't have the answer.
Then nobody would tell us.
He's keeping secrets.
I don't kiss and tell.
We didn't ask if you did. We asked if other people did. Hey, Dan, watch it. We ain't gonna talk about that.
Poor Dan. Dan was going to go ask somebody else.
I doubt he knows who to ask.
Well, I was assuming it was, one of the puppy dogs.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's up, puppy dog? Whoa.
Whoa.
Is that a new AC/DC song?
Na 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 thunder.
Rock out.
There you go. You know how to find out, Dan? Okay. Oh. Might want to bring a taser with you to CatCon, Jody. Just saying.
Don't start, Valerie. Don't. Oh gosh.
But I'm glad I seen the S.
Oh, that was the most embarrassed I'd ever been that night.
Okay, that's I was wondering where that was going. I was like, socks instead of sock, and I'm like, oh.
Yep. I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
I was embarrassed on my 1000th giveaway quite a bit.
By what?
Some comments in chat, and I don't know.
I
Was it me?
remember that
'Cause I
night
would've-
too.
I would hate to have embarrassed you and not been there to know it.
Shoot, my husband's done had Jody so darn embarrassed it's not even funny.
Oh, it's
Dan
funny.
embarrassed me before. He'd say sitting up on panel and embarrassed me.
Thank you, Dan. I knew there's something I liked about you. So Valerie wants us to kiss socks. Okay. So Valerie, whatever makes you happy, honey. Kissing the socks. She's kissing the socks. Oh my goodness, golly gee, she's kissing the socks.
No.
And the animals, yes, while I was singing that, I was just afraid I was going to accidentally, because, you put the thought in my head. I actually got through it with socks. Because I ain't a bad boy. I ain't a good boy. I ain't a bad boy.
Who you telling that lie to?
Anybody that'll listen.
I'm a good girl most of the time.
I stay in the corner, so you know.
I try to be good.
And then you make side bets.
Make side bets because I had every time I went and chat, I was being verbally assaulted by people wanting to fish and just nonstop. So I thought, well, if I make them do a side bet, then they won't want to fish.
Be like, yeah, let's put something on the line here. Your dignity.
And then they're like, then they didn't. They quit bothering me. But I couldn't go and chat without 2 or 3 people calling me out and stuff. And I'm like,
Joke's on you. I have no dignity. We good.
You made Scott Swift blush, and
Wow.
he is a Marine. I bet you could, Buck.
That's pretty impressive. That if you made him blush.
Yeah.
Now I saw Steve Douglas say today in the river chat that they were going to have some crappie vendors too at CatCon, so that's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I think
Catfishing Crappie Con.
I think Ellis Crappie Shack that's here in Paducah, which Dominic's real good friends with them, is going to be up there.
Well, yeah, I mean, it makes sense because, even if you're not looking for crappie, you're looking for bluegill and stuff. Same general kinds of baits, looking for bait for bait, basically.
Yeah. Well, well, I don't even know what kind of rig it is that people's been talking about they're using. That they're actually using like the little jigs on the end of their line. But what is it? Dustin's been using that. I think.
Sabiki rigs?
No, not the speaky. What do they call it? God, I've heard them talk about it here recently, but I don't know what kind of line it is. But I know they've been using the little small hooks on the end. I wish I knew the name of it. I hate my memory being so bad.
Crappie jigs on the end of like catfish baits and stuff?
They've been having those real small hooks. They'll have the regular hooks that they're using for catfishing, but then they'll
Oh, like
have those little.
stingers.
Yeah, that's it. That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah, it's just a smaller hook that, if they can't take the big piece of bait or, if they take the front end of it and actually get the big hook, then the little one usually gets in the side or something.
But that's where, there's some of the crappie rigs that help too. People using the sticker rigs.
Yeah.
Hey, Eddie.
Yeah.
Hey,
When I was
Missy.
bass fishing, we used to put stinger hooks on our like spinner baits, so if they struck short, they'd still get one in the mouth.
Mm-hmm.
See, I
Hello,
be
Eddie
forgetting
Gross.
words all the time.
Don't you hate that?
Yeah.
It's like you're sitting there going, I know a word, why can't I? And you can't think of it, and you just, getting
The
old is
last
not
couple of
fun.
years, simple words just leave my head, and I'll be trying my hardest to think of what the word is. It could be like pancake, and I'll be like, "What is those things that you make in the morning?" And
Mhm.
just could not think of the word pancake, and used it my whole life. But that just happens.
Well, I mean, if I were Dominic, I would just say, you know what? Go make me one, and we'll talk about it later. Give me a stack of those things that you can't remember the words of, and put some syrup on. We good.
He fills in all my words a lot of times. If I'm sitting there struggling on a word, he'll come in with it so I can go on with what I'm trying to say. Because I'll sit there and be like, "Man, what is that word?"
Mm-hmm.
He's good for something. He finishes
That's good to know
word
that you got
for
a
me.
husband that's good for something. Most women say their husband is good for nothing.
Shoot, he's going to be trying to trade me off here next month, especially if Brad Cardell's there at CatCon.
What? He's gonna try to trade you in on the newer model?
He tried to trade me last year for sinkers.
Hang on, how many sinkers?
One.
One?
She
I'll
makes
bring a
big
sinker.
sense now.
I'll bring a sinker to CatCon. Is one a 6 ounce or a 10 ounce?
He'd be like, sold. I tell you, all the whole weekend he tried to give me away, and then even after we got back home, he was still trying to give me away.
Wow.
Hey, at least he brought you home. I'm just saying.
Let him tell, not by choice.
Missy
It was
Kennedy,
my
if you got too
vehicle,
many,
so I guess technically I brought him home.
there you go. Miss Kennedy, if you got too many jigs, honey, just send them this way. I will lose them before you could make more. I promise. Oh, David, you ain't kidding, man. I will go to the grocery store and I'll get home and go, man, I forgot such and such.
Yep.
And I only went for 3 items. How did I miss that? I don't know. But yeah. There's an application, guys. I don't know. I don't want to push anything, but it's called Out of Milk. And it's a good little shopping list or whatever. You can put whatever you want in there and you go to the grocery store and you just, punch it as you go through.
Out of milk. Okay.
Listen, animals, you little whippersnapper.
I love that word.
Don't you be calling Tanya and Jody old. That's just not nice.
What the? Like most of you.
I was like, Dad wouldn't
Not
call
me.
me
I'm
old.
24.
I'm
Or so.
23. Times two.
Oh. Well, Dan, when we was your age, we had to walk uphill in the snow both ways
Mhm.
just to get to school.
I had to do it 5 to 10 miles.
Yeah. Why, when we was kids, it was 10 cents to use a payphone. You don't even know what a payphone is, do you? Little whippersnapper.
Just pay phone sometimes.
I'm getting sleepy.
Me too.
And I'm actually
Are you
mic-
saying I'm boring?
I'm actually micro napping right now.
Micro napping.
Yeah. I've fallen
I think she
asleep.
made that crap up right there.
I've fallen asleep a few times already. It's just a matter of time till my head hits the table.
But
Oh,
yeah,
Dan. Oh, Dan.
Yeah.
We'll see if we can't find. Hey, you come to CatCon, I'll take you to the nurse home and you'll see if you can find you a woman.
Who's he talking
Eh,
to?
eh.
Dan?
The animals. Young enough to have fun, old enough to know how to fumble.
Yeah.
oh my goodness. I forgot who that was that the Amazon man ran into. I forgot that was David.
Yeah.
I remember when that happened.
Ran his house up. He hefted it
Hey, did you want your Amazon package delivered inside or not?
Well,
you been
apparently
complaining?
he got it delivered that day inside.
There you go, inside delivery.
Oh.
Crazy Hillbilly, you have a good night. I'm sorry for, ruining your evening by
Not
being on
crazy
panel.
hillbilly.
Good night, crazy hillbilly. I think I'm going to have to close because I am getting sleepy.
Yeah, I'm getting off
I'm
here
sorry,
too.
Grandma, Mamaw.
It's
I
me,
keep
Ma.
having coughing spells
Mamaw.
too. So,
Me, Ma.
Uh,
Okay. Thank you
all
for
right.
with us.
Thanks,
Tanya,
everybody. It's a
Robin,
wonderful evening.
South. Everybody in chat, appreciate you hanging out with us.
Y'all have a good night. Thank you guys.
We'll
Bye.
catch y'all the next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.